right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this video finds you. This is Villainous News. I am your host, Masante Bay, aka Embrace Villainy, here
and
with
I
my
am Louis
co-host.
Conyer,
Yes.
Red Pill Super Slow.
All right, and it is time for your weekly news dump. So
Get your paranoia on, people.
Yeah, get your paranoia on. That's what we're calling it. So I'm going to start off with a former PLA soldier hired by Russians gives a reality check on the Russian-Ukraine war. And as you can see here, now this is subtitled. I'm not going to read it. You're just going to have to read it yourself. But as you can see, Li Yuanwei is a Chinese mercenary hired by the Russians. Use, fair use.
基本上恢复过来了，10几天没有上厕所，回来以后上厕所，回来以后吃了很多黄油，还吃了其他的，就是润滑那个肠胃的，但是还是大出血。10几天，从出发前，到回来以后才上了一次厕所。这2天老是闹肚子，肠胃还是不适。第一梯队12个人，2个战斗小组，实际上可以划分4个战斗小组，但是打巷战都是头一次，也是做支援吧，老兵新兵过去，我跟你说，那边的阵亡率啊，就是人进入战场到基本上你死8到10个小时，就是这么快。那边打了最少得有1个月。因为很多房间内都有尸体，我给大家发了那个视频，有些视频里面在房间那都是有尸体的，都是尸臭味，基本上每个地下室都有人，都有死人，都有牺牲了，双方都有。回来的是我小黑，还有俄罗斯人，还有一个是尼泊尔人，他中了4个弹片，小黑大腿1个，胳膊1个。那个俄罗斯人是大腿1个，我是被那个炮弹然后炸到房子上，然后给半边身子给砸住了，给砸中了，你知道吧？上面穿的防弹衣还好，胳膊然后左边胳膊应该是弹片插过去了，洗澡的时候才发现。巷战很残酷，跟我想象中巷战不一样，他妈的！第2个战斗小组战斗队啊投入了。也死了好多，之前在老营有2个旁遮普人，也是印度人，他们去做支援，到现在留的是其他的部队，一直没有回来。他们给我发信息了，他们人还在。卢卡如果治疗了好的话，他腿不用截肢，治疗了不好，腿得截肢。小黑，我从马尾调到这儿，我都没给他说一句话，是因为有一天晚上执行任务，有2个老毛子，还有我小黑，我们组成了一个4人战斗小组，向一个房子那边侦查，然后如果有敌人的话就打，在半路的话，然后遇到无人机，侦察无人机带来的是炮弹，那个是叫比奇卡，然后是他这边称之为那个攻击无人机啊，就是投弹无人机也好，还有自杀无人机也好，他叫为就是说是嘎米嘎兹，俄语发音，它是有2种那种攻击方式。我们被无人机炸，还被对方炮击，然后近距离我挨了一炮，他这边的用的炮弹威力小，有迫击炮弹是威力小，有一种啊是波兰的，它跟那个这边的那个迫击炮弹发的声音是不一样的。以前呢，其他的国家的一些迫击炮弹，它发声音的时候，弹体啊放到那个迫击炮筒里面，嘣爆炸， 然后啾，爆炸是一个声音，啾是第二个声音，然后落地嘣爆炸是第三个声音。但是波兰那个迫击炮啊，它发射是没有声音，在空中飞行的时候啊，它也是没有声音的，你必须仔细去听，因为这边是平原，风特别大。你仔细听的话，顺着风听，你会听到就这种声音，所以说非常非常危险。那天晚上打那一仗，小黑他也是胆小，他以前没有当过兵，之前在装甲部队的时候，他也是打酱油，去小树林其他地方做支援，他也没有主动报名去。所以说这打这个巷战，他害怕我能理解，他跑了，2个俄罗斯人也跑了，我不怪他们，这没啥可怪的。所以说是在战场上啊，不要相信任何人，包括你的队友。我说是在国外啊，在国内那不存在，因为咱中国的那个军人呢，那真是生死兄弟。如果真发生战争，他们肯定会救你，甚至愿意付出自己的生命来救你。但是在国外，你只能靠自己，你靠别人他妈的靠不住。我跟你说，兄弟们，那还好那天晚上我活着回来了，我找了一个废弃的还没有敌人的，后来慢慢又汇合在一起。小黑一直想道歉，我一直没理他那么多。这次我调到这个马尾这个地方，当时他应该是去干别的事情了。马尾说需不需要跟他们道别，我说不需要，有什么好道别的。古巴在装病，他一直说他有心脏病，小树林的战斗也没去，没做支援，巷战他也没打。之前这装甲部队，然后就是在2线、3线，2线都没有，3线做支援，打酱油。就是其他的我也不知道说啥。对，从出发前，小黑做了一次饭，炖牛肉吃了列巴，到那儿然后得到了一次补给，有时候是得到一次补给，吃了一顿饭，后来吃了3次罐头，这剩下的就没吃过其他东西了。3次罐头，有一次我记得很清楚，是吃的是2罐，一罐牛肉罐头，一罐鸡肉罐头。但是黄油我逮着机会我都吃，最少吃4块。我没想到这次打这么长时间，真的。以前他妈的最多打他妈1天1夜，去小树林也是，白天休息，你想干嘛干嘛，然后晚上推进，晚上打。在这儿是不分白天不分黑夜，就他妈干。而且他妈的对方的无人机是真他妈的多，我估计你们没有见过那个对方无人机炸坦克，因为这边也有干扰。他妈的大老远都听见，妈的我天上无人机比他妈鸟都多，我跟你说真的。那他妈无人机我飞过来以后，前面都是1到2架，然后排头。你这边如果有干扰的话，你就干扰前面那2架，那后面的无人机然后空，他妈的炸你周围，炸了你都不敢露头，谁都不敢露头。而且人家那边情报做得很好，这边刚他妈有一台那种就是说是那种坦克，然后进入战场，人家那边都发现了，然后就是说炸了你所有人不敢露头，然后后面有几架那种无人机带了那种就是说 C4 炸药，或者是带了是那种就是说是大坦克那种就是火箭炮那种弹头，就对着你那个坦克嘣一发啊，嘣一发，我操，最少2-3发，打了他妈的就是给你打成零件，你人往外跑，你跑个锤子，他妈炮塔他妈的蹦几十米外了。所以他妈的这仗这他妈巷战跟我想象中不一样。我想象中的巷战就好像我看电影一样，我心想没事儿，老远啪啪啪打完以后近距离扔颗手雷，一踹门而入，没事看电影代入感嘛，把以前看的电影那些动作没事做一遍，哎，感觉挺好，重在体验嘛，对吧？这边不一样，我操他娘的，真的是那边也狠，这边也狠。说句那个难听点的啊，谁都不会留手，就是子弹最普通的子弹都换成穿甲弹， 就是怕打不死你，就怕打不死你，就怕打不死你，听懂没有？哎，再后来打的就是老部队人打完了，从其他部队抽调老兵过来，然后给你打配合，语言沟通不熟悉，打配合打不了。那他妈死人，说句实话，那很快的，前2-3分钟还在那抽烟了干嘛了？突然之间接到通知了，然后向另外一个据点一个房子，然后进攻，那说死就死了。对方的无人机也多，对方只要发现侦察无人机，他带来的是炮弹；发现自杀式无人机，他就是炸你。我比较幸运，没有遇到那种自杀式无人机，在房间里面遇到过，但是炸墙，大家也知道这边墙体非常厚，在医院的时候我给大家拍过，墙体厚得很。哎呀他妈的，我跟你说啊，2层楼妈打成1层楼，就在里面打，就不敢离开地方。然后他妈打成1层楼，妈1层楼打成半层楼，然后他妈趴到那个水泥板底下，然后他妈对方的无人机在你头顶上飞，然后空炸，我操他妈的，大型无人机带那种他妈的迫击炮弹，然后白天那种他妈小的自杀式无人机对着窗口炸，妈的你躲着吗？你真是我跟你说，哎呀，他这边房子跟房子的距离都很远。然后最后我们撤回来的时候，跟其他的部队的老兵，然后打了2个据点，那2个据点旁边是个防空林，打那个据点我跟你说是死了得有几十个人没打下来，就是前后得有我待着10几天了，就是我知道了，包括我看到了，包括我主队我们进攻的啊，就那块地方我都攻了3次，我他妈的说句实话，最近的一次距离就是攻了，就是说100米，对方呢我跟你说是有那个铁丝网，挖了有壕沟，然后我还布了有那个坦克地雷，还有其他地雷。你那会儿就不带想着什么那个防步兵地雷了，因为对面的他妈的机枪，妈重机枪，还有他妈的就是枪榴弹，还有后面的人家的就是说天上的妈的无人机，然后空炸你，然后迫击炮空炸你，我操他妈的！还有火箭筒，哎，你没法躲，我跟你说，那周围那路上，最粗的树啊，还没有我手腕粗。所以说他妈的，不好打。那我都怀疑那一块啊，对方是搞了一个陷阱。这边就是说我们打下这个房子，然后就是说是，如果对方的对讲机没有打坏的情况下，这边老毛子就拿着对方对讲机然后听。但是啊，人家那边就是立马就换频道了，我们这边也是，所有的频道1个小时一换。你就是如果你要是没有记住的情况下，我操，那完犊子了，你都跟上级失去联系了。还有一种情况就是老毛子死了，对讲机不是不会用，会用，但是这个语言沟通问题你没办法，手机都是全信号屏蔽。还有就是说你攻下这个房子以后啊，第一时间就是防守，你不防守，对方的迫击炮都已经把这个坐标给标好了，只要这个地方一失守，对方的无人机都开始过来，然后迫击炮弹他妈榴弹炮该空怼你。然后就是说是你在守据点的时候需要支援的时候，对方打了什么子母弹，在他妈空中爆炸，嘣，冒一股青烟，2秒钟，然后噼里啪啦噼里啪啦，我跟你说是方圆他妈的那一大片，我跟你说全部都是子母弹。这个我跟你说对装甲目标杀伤非常小，但是对人员杀伤是非常大的。你不管打哪儿，你那会儿别想着什么防步兵地雷，根本就不会想那个说，你挨上就挨上了，踩上就踩上了，因为对面的敌人让你他妈的根本就没时间思考这个问题，你知道吧？那路上那躺的尸体多得很，盖白布了，有的是盖那种衣服的，那都是我们自己人。还有大家在讨论一个问题，说我们那个缠那个白色胶带啊，那是因为俄罗斯的国旗是白蓝红，我们是缠白颜色的胶带。再说起有点丧气话，跟国内说白了就是那种办白事的那种，他妈我当时我有点反感， 我问为什么不藏红色，他说其他部队有藏红色的，他说我们就这次，就藏那个白色，因为上级下了命令。下了什么命令啊？杀光一切没有白胶带的人，就是你视线范围之内，只要是没有白胶带的，全部杀光，就是这么狠。老毛子宣传是宣传，但是啊，做事他妈的是真硬。兄弟们，打了4天4夜了，这个乡镇不好玩，真不好玩，操，太他妈费人了。刚开始出发了是12个人，受伤几个，剩下全部都牺牲了。后来又过来几个老毛子，也干没了，没经验。
I gotta mute this because of the music in the background, but you can still read what he's saying. Sorry about that. It's almost over though. Sorry, you still got the music in the background. Quite welcome. It's almost over. We got less than a minute, and then we'll move on to the story associated with this. But pretty much what he has been saying is that on the ground in Ukraine, it's a meat grinder. It's a meat grinder. And they're not really making any progress. So this is where Putin decides to up the ante. What did you think about Lewis Connor? You're a Marine soldier. What did you think about his story there?
From what I've been hearing from sources that I've been researching, it's pretty accurate, and those that love to play Call of Duty and watch these movies, war is far worse. It's nothing to be romanticized about because the cost is too real. It's one big meat grinder out there on both sides.
Yeah. Remember, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I want to say something. You had brought this up a couple of days ago. You were bringing this up about this story. And I was listening to Fault Lines today. And that is a far left-leaning news site.
Mm-hmm.
And they're pissed off because it came out that the Biden administration had our media lying to people.
Well, what were they saying?
What we hear over here in America, well, a lot of people's going, talking about It was all false news. The Biden administration was heavily censoring American media, and it came out in a lot of alternative media sites, and even people that are Democrats are totally pissed off. You were right about this. I just want to give you your flowers.
No, it's fine. I mean, we both cover these stories together. I mean, it's not like, you know, but as you can see, because we've watched, and speaking of which, we've watched videos from the field. We've watched war videos. Remember the one with the tanks?
And the mines.
We're trying to get the troops off the minefield.
And their legs blowing off.
Yeah. Those websites that I go to see these real crime videos as they happen, they actually have war footage. They show these drones wiping these soldiers out. It's not a joke. Everybody has cameras and cell phones and whatnot. That guy was on his GoPro. Because they give soldiers GoPros now. For some reason, it's like a sick fetish that they put GoPros on these guys and live webcams and whatnot so they can see what they're doing, or they recover the GoPro to see exactly what happened and track his last days.
At first, they were used when we were going over to Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And because the digital age, we use it as part of our war story, but it's also good for intelligence gathering.
Yeah, that works. I've seen videos where like Russians have caught Ukrainians in bunkers and the Ukrainian soldiers were begging for their lives, and nope. You're begging for nothing. They wipe you out. It's like the real life Saving Private Ryan, except you know that this is not a movie. People are literally dying. So let's get into this from Politico. Putin starts tactical nuke drills near Ukraine. And this is why he did it. The story with this guy, as far as what the Asian soldier was talking about, this is exactly what he was talking about. Hold on, let me go to, let's see, with countries. All right. So, hold on. I want to make sure that we know exactly where we are with all of this. And I don't think I'm able to blow this map up. Here. Do me a favor. I'm going to read this story, but do me a favor. Pull up the world map with the countries so we can show them exactly where all of this is taking place. All right. All right.
World map.
All right. So Russia on Tuesday announced it has started tactical nuclear weapons exercises near Ukraine, as Moscow again accuses the West of being provocative. The Kremlin's Southern Military District troops are practicing combat training tasks of obtaining special ammunition for the Iskandar operational tactical missile system, equipping launched. Sorry, I'm laughing because when I read Iskandar, and those of you who are old enough to remember Star Blazers, who's the planet Iskandar in the first season that they had anyway. So, operational tactical missile system, equipping launch vehicles with them and covertly advancing to the designated position area in preparation for missile launches. Russia's defense ministry said in a statement Tuesday afternoon. Russian President Vladimir Putin has made veiled nuclear threats toward the West for years, since he began a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February of 2022, leaving tens of thousands of people dead and towns and cities in ruins. Western allies have supported Ukraine with military equipment to help Kiev fend off Putin's aggression. Military personnel involved in the exercise practice of equipping aviation weapons with special warheads, including the Kinzhal aeroballistic hypersonic missiles, and flying into designated patrol areas, the Kremlin added. Unlike strategic nuclear weapons, which are designed to destroy entire cities, the The goal of tactical nuclear weapons is to be used on the battlefield. Earlier this month, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov accused French President Emmanuel Macron and British representatives of provoking Russia's nuclear escalation, after UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron said during a trip to Kiev that Ukraine could strike Russia with British weapons, while Macron has floated the possibility of sending Western troops to fight in Ukraine. The Kremlin's nuclear test aims to ensure the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the Russian state in response to proactive statements and threats of individual Western officials, the Russian Defense Ministry concluded. Did you get the map, sir?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, let me see it. Send it up, please and thank you.
Screen.
Because what I'm going to show you where these nukes are and where a lot of these troops, these migrants, illegal aliens, or whatever you want to call them, migrants, whatever, as well as your, thank you, and your poor black children, where they're going to be stationed. Can you blow that up? You can blow that up there. You blow that up. Show them where they're going to be. Because Russia has already instituted their draft. They're already. Can you all see that? Can you blow up a little more? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, circle where
Belarus, right here.
Belarus, excuse me, right there. And Ukraine is
right here.
Right.
Ukraine.
Right. So Russia has moved missiles to tactical nukes to Belarus, and this is Ukraine. They are looking to use those tactical nukes to pop these bases that are shipping out these drones that are eating up their soldiers. They're upping the ante. That's what this is. So he's going to use, if Ukraine does not step down, if Ukraine keeps using drones that are given to them via the U.S., they're going to start shooting off those tactical nukes. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Also, they also sent tactical nukes to Iran. And you know, Iran, they you know how they feel. You know who their enemy is, their agitator is over in the Middle East. All right, so everybody's getting prepared. Everybody's getting prepared for war. As we already know, we've talked about it, how Russia asked China for troops, 250K, and the Chinese government, the Chinese government said, whenever you need them, let us know.
And North Korea sent troops over too.
Right, North Korea. That's why he went to North Korea, for troops. It's also why he went to Africa, for troops. And those African countries where he forgave billions of dollars in debt, he went right Cuba. Back to them.
And you got Cubans over there too.
Yeah, said, hey, I need troops. I need ground troops. And they say, hey, how many do you need? This is how many we got. How many do you need? Last week, we covered the nuclear bombers that were flying over Middle America because a Russian nuclear submarine docked. I mean, they were already there, but they docked off of Cuba to give their men a little R&R. We've already talked about how Russia has nuclear subs off the coast of California and off the East Coast near I was gonna say Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia. In international waters, they're allowed to be there. Nuclear subs. It's bad enough that they moved their warships into the Red Sea. 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they moved another carrier group over there in the Red Sea.
Yeah. But you know, we're supposed to think that they're playing. Did I give you this story?
No. You
You
want me
wanna
to
do
read
this?
that one? I'll read that one. Just
All right, let me.
scroll it down. Just scroll the while I read.
Probably better. I'll send it to you in the private chat. That way you'll have full control.
All right. Ukraine war, why China's conducting military exercises in Belarus. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. Where's it at? Hold up. Shoot.
Yeah, this is a Chinese soldier. Look at that
All right.
truck. That is a big truck.
The Chinese military has begun joint drills in Belarus that are being held over the next 11 days in Brest, close to the border with NATO state Poland. The joint military exercises by two of Russia's most important allies come after Belarus became the 10th member of the China-led Shanghai Cooperation Organization during its 24th meeting of heads of council in Astana, Kazakhstan. Belarus government said the drills will allow the laying of a foundation for further development of Belarusian-Chinese relations in the field of joint training of troops. China described it as anti-terrorist training and said the drills were according to our annual plan and consensus. To China, any enemy is a terrorist. So if you oppose China, you're a terrorist. So I guess the name of the drill is correct. This is the first time in 6 years that China has sent military personnel to Belarus for such exercises. With their last bilateral joint drills taking place in China, both countries also participated in Russia's Vostok multilateral exercise in August of 2022. Last August, China and Belarus agreed to conduct more joint military drills following a meeting between China then Defense Chief Li Shangfu and Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko in Minsk. Photos released by the
Uh-oh. All right. I'll pick up where he left off till he come back. If you can hear me, you froze up. Photos released by the Belarusian Defense Ministry show China's People's Liberation. Okay. Yeah, you froze up there.
Okay.
Hello?
Where
there?
that last?
Right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Start at photos released. Started photos released
by the Belarusian Defense Ministry showed China's People's Liberation Army troops arriving in Belarus on a Chinese Y-20 strategic transport aircraft. Brest is located less than 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles from the border with Poland, a member state of both the EU and NATO, and a significant ally of Ukraine since Russia's full-scale invasion on February of 2022. Brest is also only 50 kilometers away from Ukraine itself. Martin Sibrina, a lecturer at the University of Hong Kong who specializes... Why did my thing jump? Specializes in China-Europe relations, said the timing and location of the drills mean they are likely to be seen as further signaling of Chinese support for Russia and its allies in Europe. He told the South China Morning Post the exercise will overlap with the NATO summit and take place on the border where Belarus for many months has weaponized migrant flows to pressure Poland and by extension the EU and NATO. NATO summit is scheduled to be held in Washington between 9 to 11 July, Mr. Sabina said. It adds 2 extra layers to the Polish perception. First, the Poles have been reducing train support from China via the Maloswinsk hub near Brest, and fears of it being used for tariff circumvention, while China has worked hard to increase train-based overland trade from Western China to Europe, with this hub being basically the only place where the trains enter through the EU. Second, the Polish president has recently been warmly welcomed in China, and since the Poles will see this exercise as directed at them. Hence, questions are rising in Poland about how genuine the Chinese side was. Excuse me. Chinese state-run media said the country's forces also took part in a military parade in Minsk, the Belarusian capital, last Wednesday, marking the 80th anniversary of Belarusian liberation. I believe that thanks to the efforts of both sides, China-Belarus relations will continue to demonstrate robust growth and make substantial progress, Chinese President Xi Jinping said at the SCO summit in Astana, where he also met with the Belarusian president. Mr. Lukashenko is one of Mr. Putin's most faithful allies, and the two have exchanged several visits, even as many nations have shunned Moscow after its invasion of Ukraine, the most recent being a 2-day trip by Mr. Putin to Minsk last month. Mr. Lukashenko named a new military chief during the visit, signaling continued alignment with Russia. Major General Pavel Moraveka, who was appointed as chief of Belarus General Staff and as first deputy defense minister, is known for publicly threatening neighboring NATO members Poland and Lithuania. Russia's deployment of tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus further solidifies their strategic partnership, with implications for regional security and NATO relations, experts say. In 2023, Russia moved some of its tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus. Moraveko's appointment is an open challenge to the West and a desire to show Putin's complete loyalty and willingness to maintain a strategic partnership with Russia. Independent Belarusian analyst Valer Karbolovich told the Associated Press last month. The deployment of Russian nuclear weapons in Belarus does not leave Lukashenko's a strategic choice, turns him into a hostage of the Kremlin, and firmly blinds Minsk to Moscow's policies, Mr. Karbolovich said. Mr. Putin traveled to China in May for his second visit in just 6 months, reflecting closer alignment between the two nations amid increasing Western scrutiny and sanctions. The China-Russia's relationship today is hard-earned, and the two sides need to cherish and nurture it, Mr. Xi told Mr. Putin as leaders met in Beijing. China is willing to jointly achieve the development and rejuvenation of our respective countries and work together to uphold fairness and justice in the world. There are also increasing concerns that China may be considering providing military assistance to Russia, which U.S. officials warned would have serious consequences.
All right. So,
That's it.
yeah, here's my thing on that. Here's my take on that. The Chinese government gives zero concerns about what the United States thinks about what they're doing militarily with Russia, because a large portion of U.S. products that are purchased come from China. When women sit here and all they do is shop on Temu or Amazon and all of these things, and when they buy their shoes and whatnot, us as men, the products that we buy, where do they come from?
China.
No. So what are you going to do? You're going to sanction us when you owe us trillions? We dare you. We dare you. Please have the unmitigated gall.
And also China is the de facto, you could say, they're the Eastern's military industrial complex. They're pumping out ships and missiles and vehicles at a very quick rate. So they're supplying Russia and will be supplying the allies of BRICS with military equipment, just how we do with Boeing and Northrop Grumman and all those companies. China's doing the same.
Oh, you know, Boeing pled guilty. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
They're the factories of the world.
Yeah, pretty much. They're the goods and services. They're the Walmart of the world, to be honest. The only thing we don't normally get from them is food, but everything else, goods and services, we get it from China or that region. Speaking of Boeing, you know they pled guilty.
For real?
Yeah, they pled guilty. Yeah, I saw that on the TikTok. It was the news story.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just being honest. Yeah, they pled guilty. All right, so you want me to do the next story? Oh no, I'll leave that for you.
Which one?
The one with the train derailment.
You want to do that right now?
Let's stay on the politics. We'll save it for save it after the break. Or better yet, we'll save it for after the break.
Second half.
Let's stay on the world politics. So here, let me grab this one here. Ukraine strikes security deal with Poland, which is weird. Poland says it will supply weapons to Ukraine as long as that doesn't undermine its own security. This guy, oh my God, we all know this smile, right? We all know this white man smile. Yeah, this white man smile.
Why am I here?
Oh, that is literally the meme.
It's like something is stinking and he's holding his breath while trying to maintain his composure.
This is a short one. So, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky signed bilateral security agreement with Poland in Warsaw Monday, aimed at strengthening ties with one of the country's closest wartime allies. Poland has already provided 44 military aid packages to Ukraine worth $4 billion and has pledged to provide several more this year and into the next decade. Only together can Ukraine and Poland be free and strong. This is the sole way we can defend ourselves against Russian terror and protect our freedom and independence, Zelensky and Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk said in a joint statement. Poland has also pledged to further training for Ukrainian forces and to continue to function as Kiev's logistics hub, facilitating deliveries of Western weapons through its territory. Ukraine promised to reform, to share intelligence and lessons it has learned on the battlefield with Warsaw, and to contribute to modernizing the Polish military, the Ukrainian president's office said in a statement. We treat every word in this agreement as mutual commitments, not empty promises, Tusk said, adding, we know very well that this war, if it ended badly, would end badly not only for Ukraine, but also for Poland, for all of Europe and the entire Western world. Yeah, that is, if you're under the crown. If you're under the crown, you're going to suffer. Flat out. Ukraine has so far signed such 20 bilateral security deals with its allies. Poland brings the total to 21. They include concrete provisions for long-term military and financial aid and training for Ukrainian troops, as well as weapons deliveries, but they do not oblige the signatories to go to war on Ukraine's behalf. Right, like we're not getting involved. Russia will wipe us off the map. Kiev hopes the deals will become its own NATO-like until it is allowed to join the alliance. An issue that will be discussed at this week's alliance summit in Washington. However, none of the deals are treaties, and their non-binding status makes them fragile as future governments might easily back out. The Polish agreement has several unique points compared to the other agreements Ukraine has signed. Poland agreed to encourage Ukrainian citizens to return to Ukraine to serve in the Ukrainian military at the request of Kiev. Well over 1 million Ukrainian refugees live in Poland. That's a suicide mission, because I'm going to tell you right now, the second Putin fires off a tactical nuke, you can forget it. Poland's going to fold. Poland is like the Swiss. Am I making sense here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no protection against a tactical nuke. That's the last thing you would want to happen. You're going to fold. Zelensky and Tusk also agreed to discuss the possibility of shooting down Russian missiles and drones fired in the direction of Poland. Several such weapons have crossed over Poland's airspace, but Warsaw has not intercepted them. Yeah, don't get involved. Mind your business. Warsaw will also consider delivering of a squadron of MiG-29 fighters as long as that does not undermine its own security, the agreement says. Poland has already donated 10 of its Soviet-era jets to Ukraine. How you going to You're going to give Ukraine Russian warships, Russian old-style, outdated Russian jets to fight Russia? Is that what you're doing?
Well, what happened? This has been going on for over a year, where, because Poland used to be part of the Soviet bloc,
Right?
so they all had Soviet weapons, aircraft, and so does Ukraine. And the logic was, the U.S. would pay Poland to, and the other countries that have these weapons, the aircraft, because it's much easier for them to man those aircraft than give them American aircraft.
Right,
because
they're already
how the
familiar.
MiG works. Yeah,
Right. That's it.
and
Very
then
clear.
replace Poland would be in debt to buy F-35s
Right.
to modernize its air fleet.
I said very clearly, we will help because your security is our security, but we will not do anything that will weaken our immediate security. That is our capabilities. We're talking here about jet fighters and about armaments that are sometimes as necessary for Poland as for Ukraine, Tusk said. That's the end of that article, but it's like, that explains this smile. That explains.
Plus, but here's the thing too: most of NATO is using F-35s anyway right now. The NATO nations. So, what it doesn't say is the countries with those Soviet weapons, they're giving them to the Ukrainians to fight, but they're also modernizing their equipment with American made. So, and that's part of being part of NATO. You're going to buy from us. So,
Insanity. All right. Here, grab the Trump ally story.
all right.
Here, if you want to switch that over, I'll put it up on the screen.
Trying to load it up. That's Father's Day. I don't have that one.
No, hold on. Sorry.
I can read it from here. I can read it from the screen.
No, go ahead, because I'm about to need a quick
All right.
quick break drinking this soda.
All right. From Politico, this was written. It doesn't say when it was written. Trump ally warns Eastern Europe to rapidly increase defense budgets. The advisor says frontline countries should spend 10% on defense to fend off Russia.
It was today, July 8th.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. Pull that up on your screen there so they can.
I got it. And the author is.
No, I mean like on the StreamYard screen.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the world map still working.
Okay. Hold on.
All right.
Present.
You know, we're live, folks. This is what we go through.
Yeah,
we're working it out. All right, there you go.
Okay. All right, let me go back to Eastern in Washington. It was written by Stuart Lau. Eastern Europe should expect less from the U.S. if Donald Trump wins the presidential election, and it seems it's going that way. A top figure in Trump's circle told Politico on Monday. The United States has a commitment to come to the aid of NATO countries that are attacked. This is not the same thing as saying we should throw our entire military to the eastern flank, said Elbridge Colby, a former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense in the first Trump administration. There's also a need for eastern flank countries to spend way more than 2% of GDP, the NATO target, according to Colby, who is widely expected to be nominated for the senior job if Trump returns. I don't think it's pretty impressive that Lithuania is spending 3%, Estonia spends 3%. If I were them, I would spend 10%. If they're serious about how threatening the Russians are, he said, I think what Europeans need to understand is that they need to build up their military as soon as humanly possible. My own personal view is we should commit substantial available forces to the defense of Eastern NATO that do not detract from our ability to defend the first island chain, in this case, Taiwan, he added. He signaled out key capabilities such as long-range fire, logistics, command control, and logistics known as ISR munitions and air defense as areas where the U.S. focus should go to Asia, not Europe. These are the most important assets, but those are also the assets that are most scarce, he said. Oh, that was short. And it kind of makes sense. It makes sense because you got NATO, which is a ally of many countries, and all these countries have their own militaries.
Right.
And compared to Taiwan, which is one island, and we do got a defense pact with them because they make those silicone chips for us, and that's a strategic asset. Britain, France, Italy, all of them should be contributing because they are large-sized countries, and together, their forces could, population-wise, be equal to ours. So they know the land better, so they should contribute. More manpower, more money, more equipment, materials, resources, etc. to the defense. Since they're right there, Russia's their neighbor, it makes logical sense that they should be picking up the brunt of it. I totally agree with that.
I do too. I mean, remember after the debate, what happened over there in Europe as far as with the American bases? They all went on high alert, right?
Yeah, and was shut down.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were like, wow, like this dude, Biden makes the country look, he made the country look very, very weak. And then he had the nerve to say that he wasn't going to drop out of the race. Look at this. Go here on the TikTok. Let's back that up.
Well, let me say this clear as I can. I'm staying in the race. I'll beat Donald Trump. I will beat him again in 2020.
You'll beat him again in 2020?
He's a time
By the
traveler.
way, we're going to do it again in 2024. I learned long ago, when you get knocked down, you get back up.
What year? 1910 or 12?
And I'm not letting one 90-minute debate wipe out 3.5 years of work. As the governor said, I've led this nation from the depths of pandemic to the strongest economy in the world, and that's literally true. And I and you are not finished yet. Well, let me say,
The strongest economy in the world with mass layoffs,
Food is
mass
sky high.
evictions. Say what now?
Food is sky high.
Yeah.
Gas.
I mean, gas has always played games with us, but when you start skyrocketing the food, when you let criminality run rampant across this country, when you let groomers into the school system trying to castrate and molest children, all right, where now you have corporations that are closing left and right. You're looking at thousands, tens of thousands of people are losing their jobs left and right. I'm wondering, how is the economy? It's weird. The economy is actually strong. I was looking at watching the Filipino videos, you know, the expat videos last night, and the guy was talking about a house he bought with $6,000 US in Japan. House was damn near $1 million in the Chinese yuan. All right, or yen, whatever. Yeah, Chinese yen.
Yuan.
Yeah, he paid $6,000 US for it, and it was strong. The Philippines, it went from what, 35? No, I'm sorry, about $55 to $1 US is now at 58. So I guess because of the lack of jobs, the closing of businesses, all right, the demand, as far as the financial demand, is low. Food costs are high, but I mean, we all see the videos of people raiding stores, stealing like crazy, and nobody can stop them. So I guess the economy is growing because of that. I'm being facetious, but here we are. I actually checked my stocks. What do you say? Char Willie says cyber attacks and wireless service outages very often. Yeah, I'm watching my stocks grow. All right, so we're going to take a 10-minute sports break. And we will be back with the second half of the show. All right, you guys go ahead and hit the bathroom, stretch your legs, and we'll be right back.
She said that she would love to be teammates with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark expressed the same. Well, on July 20th in Phoenix, Arizona, they're going to get their chance. We'll meet the All-Stars and we'll break down the Rookie of the Year and the runaway candidate for the WNBA Player of the Year or Most Valuable Player. All that and more on this edition of the Villainous Sports News. Well, it seems like there's going to be a lot of push back on who made the WNBA All-Star team. The WNBA All-Star team will take on the U.S. Olympic team on Saturday, July 20th in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's take a look, shall we, at the rosters that will be on this WNBA team. DeWanna Bonner from Connecticut. Of course, you got Aaliyah Boston from the Indiana Fever. And rookie Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, both rookies, will have made the All-Star team. You got Alicia Gray from Atlanta, De'Arica Hamby from the Los Angeles Sparks, who was taking the place of Cameron Brink, the fabulous rookie center for Los Angeles. Brianna Jones from Connecticut, along with Jonquel Jones from the New York Liberty, Kayla McBride from Minnesota, Kelsey Mitchell from Indiana, Arika Agumbawale from the Dallas Wings, Nika Agumake from the Seattle Storm, and as mentioned, Angel Reese, the 6'3" fabulous rookie forward from LSU, round out the roster. Let's take a look at the U.S. women's national team. Nefresa Collier from the Minnesota Lynx starts things off. Kalia Copper from Phoenix. Chelsea Gray from the two-time champion Los Angeles Aces, who was just recently back in action, made the roster. You add Brittany Griner, Sabrina Ionescu, Jewel Lloyd, and Kelsey Plum, and you got some pretty sharp shooters there. Two-time MVP Brianna Stewart also on the roster. And then to round it out, you got one of the greatest of all time in Diana Taurasi, along with Alyssa Thomas, Asia Wilson from the Las Vegas Aces, and Jackie Young, also from the two-time champs, to round out the roster. The game will take place Saturday, July 20th at Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona. Turning our attention to the WNBA MVP race, I don't think it's a race at all, because it's this young lady who has the lead and should be a unanimous most valuable player. Her name is Asia Wilson, and she is the catalyst for the two-time WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces. She's a part of the USA women's basketball team, and she will get to strut her stuff in Phoenix, Arizona. Now we come to the question that everyone wants an answer to, and that is, who is the rookie of the year in the WNBA? It's a hotly contested race, and I think you know the two horses that are in this race. And they are these two ladies right here, Caitlin Clark from the Indiana Fever and Angel Reese from the Chicago Sky. These two have met each other 3 times. Indiana has won 2 of them, and all votes now point to Caitlin Clark and her all-around game, but you cannot deny the fact that Angel Reese is on an absolute tear with 12 consecutive double-doubles heading into this week. The Sky are coming off of a big win, 88-84 over Seattle, to stop Seattle's 4-game win streak. Angel Reese scored a career-high 27 points. She also yanked down 10 rebounds in the effort. Kennedy Carter for Chicago blasted home 33 points on her own, as the Chicago Sky, who are now 8-11 on the season, are now making a case for that 8th seed in the playoffs. Now let's take a look at the standings for the WNBA to see who is locking in a playoff berth and who isn't. Courtesy of WNBA.com, the New York Liberty now have the best record in the league. Connecticut Sun started off 9-0, however. New York is 17-3, Connecticut 16-4, Minnesota right behind them, who just claimed the Commissioner's Cup. They are 14-6. Then you got Seattle, who suffered a loss on Friday night at 13-7. The champs are right there in the 5th spot at 12-7, and then the Phoenix Mercury, the final team with double-digit wins, sit at 500 at 10-10. Then you got 7 and 8, the hotly contested 7 and 8 spot. Chicago is in the 7th spot right now. Indiana has the last playoff spot that they're only 1 game ahead of the Atlanta Dream, but Indiana is essentially 2 games ahead because Indiana beat Atlanta earlier in the year. The Sparks, Washington, and Dallas round out the 12 teams. But it's this fight for the final 2 spots Chicago, Indiana, and Atlanta. Both teams have beaten Atlanta. So in essence, Atlanta trails by 3 games over against the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky because they lost to both of them. Each of these teams, Atlanta and Chicago, have 8 wins. Indiana has 13 losses. Chicago Sky with 11, and that's why Indiana is in the 8th spot right now, with the Sky having 2 games in hand. But those are your top 8. Going through the top 8 again: New York, Connecticut, Minnesota, Seattle, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Chicago, and Indiana. Now, everyone wants to know why I still feel Caitlin Clark should be the Rookie of the Year. I will say this, and I will admit this aloud. Angel Reese, you made a liar out of me, because I didn't think that Angel Reese would be in contention for Rookie of the Year, because after seeing her game for so long, she wouldn't have the game to measure up. Well, I will say this aloud. Angel Reese has made a liar out of me, and I am not ashamed to admit the fact that she has made a liar out of me. 12 consecutive double-doubles, you can't compete against that. And let me mention that the 12 consecutive double-doubles match a record held by one of my favorite players of all time, the great Candace Parker, who had 12 double-doubles in a row. Angel Reese will more than likely shatter that record. Now, here's why I think a slight edge, as of right now, will go to Caitlin Clark. Let's take a look at her numbers. Her numbers this year, excuse me, her numbers this year: 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists, and she also averages a steal plus per game. She had 13 in her last game, an 88-69 loss against the Las Vegas Aces. But take a look at her recent run: 23 against the Sky, 18 against Washington, 16 against Atlanta, and that was a part of a 4-game winning streak they had at the time. And then they lost 2 in a row. She had 17 points and 13 assists against Chicago in an 88-87 win. And then 15 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists in a loss to Seattle, 89-77. To close out the month of June, she finished with 15 points, 12 assists, and 1 rebound shy of a triple-double, 1 rebound shy of becoming the first WNBA rookie to have a triple-double in a comeback 88-82 win. And then on July 2nd, she had 13 points and 11 assists against the Las Vegas Aces in an 88-69 loss. I'll tell you something. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, who are going to be all-stars together, I believe they will also be Olympians together. And that is going to be very, very soon. I really, really believe that. If it wasn't this year, it's going to be next year, because these 2 fabulous rookies are putting on a display for all to see. Caitlin Clark is the reason the WNBA is where it is right now. Even though they're going to lose $50 million this year, you got to think of all the upgrades that the WNBA had to make when Caitlin Clark was drafted number 1 overall. So, with all that being said and all that in mind, good luck to the WNBA All-Stars and the USA Olympic team as they head into July and the Olympic break in August. That'll do it for this edition of the Villainous Sports News. My name is Brian Snow. Hope you all enjoyed it as we enjoyed bringing it to you. So long, everybody.
All right. So that was Snowman with the Villainous Sports News, talking about the WNBA, since they are the quote-unquote hot ticket going on right now. And we are back. Lewis, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
All right. It's good to see that the women are finally getting a shine, and I understand that a lot of the women of the WNBA, they have their issues because they feel that the Caucasian lady, the only reason why it's being watched is because of her, but they have to understand that the girl has skill. She is a 3-point assassin. She's a 3-point assassin. You have to give her props, and you have to give her props for bringing eyes to the WNBA, something that you have been wanting for 27 years. And now that it's happening, you are ruining your brand with your petty insecurities, unfortunately. And I get it. You're going to send her through the gauntlet or whatnot. But the sniping, the snipe remarks, they are very unprofessional and very unbecoming. And it is actually showing people why the WNBA is a failure. I mean, come on, 71 to 72 games. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. So would you like to begin with the domestic terrorism allegedly
Sure.
that is taking place on American soil?
I put the article up on the share screen. Pull that up.
There you go.
All right. Let me go to it. Okay. Shelter in place order briefly issued at North Dakota derailment site, officials say. And Bay, is this like the 10th or 11th train derailment this year?
Something around there. Let me go ahead, read the story, and I'll take a look.
All right. Associated Press, it was updated at 6:37 p.m. July 7th. Officials at the remote site of a derailed train carrying hazardous materials that sparked a fire in North Dakota briefly issued a shelter-in-place notice Sunday for area residents during cleanup. The notice was issued as a precaution early Sunday after air monitors detected low levels of anhydrous ammonia after a rail car began venting during its removal from the site, said Andrew Kirkland, emergency management coordinator for Stutzman and Foster counties in eastern central North Dakota. No injuries from the leak were reported, and the notice was lifted later Sunday when air monitoring levels returned to zero, Kirkland said. No one was injured in the pre-dawn Friday derailment, which knocked 29 cars of a CPK train off the tracks in a marshy area surrounded by farmland. Interesting. About 140 miles northwest of Fargo, officials said. Exposure to high concentrations of ammonia in the air can cause burning of the eyes, nose, throat, and respiratory tract, and can result in blindness, lung damage, or death, health officials say. Exposure to lower amounts can result in coughing and irritation of the nose and throat. The derailment did spark a fire that had been mostly extinguished by Sunday, Kirkland said. The fire was of particular concern because the train was carrying anhydrous ammonia, methanol, and plastic pellets. Work continued Sunday to remove those hazardous materials as well as the derailed cars. The National Transportation Safety Board and Federal Railroad Administration have been on the scene since Saturday to investigate the cause of the derailment, Kirkland said. That's it.
Okay, so you've had 222 derailments on the main line.
This year?
Last year.
Last year. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and 731 in the rail yards. All right, I haven't gotten to 2024. I brought it up, but it took me to some crap. All right, so train accidents by state 2024. Wow. Let's see here. So it says here. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm not getting an accurate number, as you can see. Let me see. Let's see here. Sorry, here we go. As you can see here, I'm not really getting an accurate number because it's going by from 2018 to 2021. All right, injuries, deaths. So it's really dealing with, as you can see, other years. I think they really listed it by year so far. All right, let's see here. I can go back. All right, so here's Newsweek. Should I trust it?
All right, yeah, why not?
All right. Well, that's February 2023. Sorry, I just saw the date there. Train derailments 2024. Okay, let's see how many we got here. All right, let's try this. All right. So let's say, all right. So, okay, they don't have many numbers. As you can see, as they're saying here, as of October 23, there were 742 recorded train derailments in the United States. In 2024, there was a train derailment in Lower Sucon Township, Pennsylvania on March 2nd. And 3 trains collided and derailed. The derailment caused some railroad cars to scatter along the riverbank, at least 1 train to partially enter the river, and diesel fuel and plastic pellets to spill into the river. In February of 20,
plastic pellets. The fuck?
I have to look up and see what their purpose. In February 24, Spectrum News reported that railroads were making safety changes, including installing new trackside detector, whatever. All right. All right, let's see what the Federal Railroad Administration has to say. Type of accident, derailment. Region, state, doesn't matter. Type of track, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Start month for report, in report. Okay, so let's generate the report. This is happening a lot. Oh, wow. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so here we are. Okay, 20s. Okay, year-to-date rates. Let's see, derailments. Failure to apply or remove. You're looking at 0.4. Doesn't make any sense. Looks like it says 8 so far.
Okay.
All right. At least that's what I'm reading, but I could be wrong. I mean, there's a lot listed here that causes a lot of problems, but I have to do a more in-depth study of that. All right. So we'll leave that alone. Do you want to tackle this?
It's funny how we could send billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine and to the Middle East, but we can't maintain our railroad infrastructure.
I just work here. I just work here. Oh my God. I mean, I swear this stuff, it gives me like stress headaches. So I try to breathe because I mean, you can clearly see what's going on. If it's not, I put it to you like this, if it's not domestic terrorism, then clearly the infrastructure is falling apart. And we live in a country, a first world country, that how is it that the Chinese and the Japanese have bullet trains and whatnot, and we don't? It's a smaller landmass. Supposedly the richest country in the world, supposedly, although you get all your resources from other countries. But how is it that you don't have bullet trains going from coast to coast, up and down, north and south, with all stops in between? Why do you not have that system?
If we had the answer, we could solve the problems of the whole entire known world.
Yeah. You'd have less crowded freeways, right? Easier travel. Plane travel would lessen. Plane and car travel would lessen because people would be more excited to take a bullet train going 300-400 miles per hour than a car doing 75-80. I just work here. Do you want to take this story, the Violent Father's Day weekend?
All right, let me find it on my tabs, because I got so much pulled up. Oh. Let me see.
You check your private chat. It should.
Yeah.
Yes, and there we go. Second story in the back chat.
I'm gonna present it on my end.
That's fine. Looks like we lost half
So
the
that
audience.
I could scroll up and down.
That's fine. We lost half the audience coming from the break.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is the quote unquote fun portion of the show.
Yeah. Violent Father's Day weekend in Chicago ends with at least 25 people shot in 5 hours early Monday. This was July 17th by Sophie Sherry. A bloody Father's Day weekend in Chicago ended with at least 25 people shot in just 5 hours early Monday. In all, at least 72 people were hit by gunfire from Friday evening through the pre-dawn hours of Monday, according to data collected by the Sun-Times. 8 of them died. May they rest in peace. 2 mass shootings occurred within an hour of each other shortly after 12:01 a.m. Monday, wounding 7 in Inglewood and 5 in Humboldt Park, including a 15-year-old girl. The toll was slightly less than last Father's Day weekend, which stretched over 3 days because Juneteenth fell on that Monday. In 2023, at least 75 people were shot over that stretch, 13 of them fatally. There were 4 mass shootings. Okay. I think it's computers. Okay. No, my computer's I think because I got so many windows open. Oh, now it's hold on. The most violent Father's Day in Chicago in recent history was in 2020 when 104 people were shot across the city, 15 of them fatally. 5 of those killed were minors. This Father's Day weekend, the Inglewood Police District on the south side recorded the most people shot, at least 16. The Harrison Police District on the west side, which includes the Garfield Park and Humboldt Park neighborhoods, were close behind, with at least 12 shooting victims. At an event Monday announcing expanded violence prevention programs in several south and west side neighborhoods, including Humboldt Park and Inglewood, 37th Ward Alderman Mix praised the work of outreach workers who mediate conflicts and respond to shooting scenes.
But they didn't do anything.
Yeah. I know you were out all night, Mitz told the audience of nonprofit groups and anti-violence workers. She blamed the violence at Humboldt Park early Monday, on a gathering of young people that got out of control. This is summertime, Mitz said. You have to know how to know where the children are at. The violence occurred as Chicago entered its first major heat wave in the summer, reaching a high of 92 degrees Sunday. Temperatures were expected to remain in the 90s for the remainder of the week. Mass shooting. 7 people were wounded when 2 gunmen opened fire in Inglewood early Monday morning. All but one of the victims were reported in good condition after the attack on the 6,000th block of South Winchester Avenue around 2 a.m. Nothing good happens after midnight. Word to the wise. According to Chicago police, a 20-year-old man was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center in critical condition with a gunshot wound to his neck.
Jesus.
They were, they was trying to kill him. A little over an hour earlier, 5 people were shot, including a 15-year-old girl in Humboldt Park. The group was in 900 block of North Pulaski Road around 12:45 a.m. when someone fired shots, police said. The girl was taken to St. Mary's Hospital in fair condition with a gunshot wound to her neck. Good Lord. An 18-year-old woman, a 35-year-old man, a 25-year-old man, and a 19-year-old woman also suffered gunshot wounds and were taken to the hospital in fair condition. A 33-year-old woman was taken to St. Mary's Hospital with a broken ankle, police said. 2 killed in Little Village. 2 people were killed in a shooting in Little Village about 5 a.m. Sunday. A man, 26, was found unresponsive with a gunshot wound to his head in a car on a 3100 block of West 25th Street, police said. He was transported to Mount Sinai Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Later, a male was taken to Stronger Hospital with gunshot wounds and pronounced dead. Police said the circumstances of the shootings were unknown. 2 fatal shootings on West Pullman block. 2 people were killed in separate shootings Sunday in the same block in West Pullman on the far south side. About 2:30 a.m., officers found a man with multiple gunshot wounds in the 1100-500 block of South LaSalle Street. Police said the man, who was believed to be between 35 and 40 years old, was pronounced dead at the scene, police said. About 3:20 p.m. the same day, 2 men were shot, one fatally on the same block. They were approached by someone who fired shots at them, Chicago police said. One man, 34, was struck multiple times and taken to Christ Medical Center in Oakland, where he was pronounced dead, police said. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office identified him as Jeremy Smothers. May he rest in peace. The other man, 59, also suffered multiple gunshot wounds, and he was reported in serious condition at the same hospital, police said. 3 shot, 1 killed in Grand Boulevard. The shooting happened around 12:25 a.m. All this happened around the same damn time.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Sunday on the 4500 block of South Evans Avenue, according to Chicago police. Christopher Rocamore, 35, was struck in his chest and taken to University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. Police and the medical examiner's office said. Another man, 38, suffered a gunshot wound to his chest and was taken to the same hospital in critical condition, police said. The third victim, a woman, 26, was shot in her buttocks. I hope it wasn't. I hope she didn't have a BBL.
Oh, it was destroyed.
Yeah, and taken to the same hospital in good condition. That's what you call getting back shots, I guess. Preliminary evidence indicates multiple assailants ran from the scene, police said. No one was in custody. Boy, 13 killed in North Lawndale. This weekend's first victim was a 13-year-old shot and killed Friday in North Lawndale. The boy was on a sidewalk in the 1300 block of South Independence Boulevard when someone fired shots just before 8:30 p.m., striking him in his head. Police said he was taken to Stronger Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Of course, you're going to be dead if you get a dome shot.
You know what bothers me about all of this? You have cameras all over Chicago. And if you notice, ever since they put up those cameras, I mean, show me the people who were caught. The only camera footage we saw of a police shooting was not a police shooting, of a shooting in Chicago was a white man jumping out of, I think, was a little piece of crap car, like a Ford or something, shooting over the hood at some houses, at some people who are at some houses on a porch. That's the only footage we've seen. But you got cameras everywhere. They don't talk about the arrest or anything. It's almost like it's just by design.
Yeah.
It's like it's by design. Any comments on that?
It's just totally sad. I mean, this is a sad state we're in. We're our own worst enemy. But this is also the byproduct of when you have a lack of resources and activities where people's energy can be diverted into better arenas. Idle mind is the devil's playground. I mean, when I was coming up in Newark, New Jersey, we had less money in the budget than we do today, but you had a Boys and Girls Club in every fucking ward of the city of Newark. You had, during the summer, you had all the pools are open, because we all know that the heat has a direct effect on people's attitudes and temperament. You had rec centers, the basketball courts were open. You had blocks that were blocked off where you had, we call them block parties. I don't know where you call them. Whoever's listening, where you may live, you have the block, the particular block, it'll be blocked off with barriers. And you have a bunch of activities and stuff for the kids to play. You have the fire hydrants on, and the city will provide meals for lunch and during the evening. So when you don't have these things, what do you expect? Especially when you're in a highly condensed urban area where it's most likely going to be on a lower class of the economic scale, and you have, it's basically poor and working poor people. So these things are going to happen.
You know, it reminds me of, there are two things that are going on. Number one, it reminds me of Tiffany Hanger, how she uses block parties and partying and whatnot to deflect from the criminality that she's engaged in as mayor of Dalton. All right. So they use it as a distraction. It's just like when you're at the job and suddenly they throw you a pizza party. Right? They throw you a pizza party instead of giving you a raise, instead of them having a meeting and talking about, you know, issues that are bothering you. Instead, they get you a bunch of cheap pizzas and some soda,
Fill you up
and
with
they
carbs.
placate you.
Yeah.
But the problem today is that although they throw these block parties, like the Brooklyn Day party, that wound up, these parties wind up becoming mass shootings. They become mass shootings. And understand, these kids do this. These are teenagers. These are people under the age of 18. They shoot into the crowd for fun. They like to see the terror and cause pain and havoc, because this is how they lash out. This is where they get their kicks and their thrills from.
What's the old saying? If the kid does not get the love and warmth from his family and community, he will burn down the village to feel that warmth.
Yeah. And that's exactly what's going on. He said, yep, one Negro sees his op. Therefore, 28 people got to suffer.
Look, and this is why, look, I'm 49. I try to talk to a lot of young lads at my job. I'm like, look, you got a bright future ahead, so you have everything to lose. I tell people, Stay away from people that have nothing to lose. I see everybody like, because I'm back in my old neighborhood where I work, and a lot of people I came up with, they be like, oh, we long time no see, we should hang out. I'm like, for what? You want to hang out? I know all you Negroes got an Xbox or a PlayStation. Give me your gamer tag, and we could set up a play date on Call of Duty or something. That's when we hanging out.
A grown man play date.
Yeah, grown man play date. We can hang out. Look, here's my gamer tag. Dirty Death Dealer, PlayStation and Xbox. And Death is written in DEF like Def Jam. We could play Call of Duty. We could just be in a party, just chatting it up. But I'm not hanging around with you. I'm sorry. Shit is too crazy out here. Like, not doing it. Sorry. It's nothing. I tell them, it's nothing against you as a person, but these streets are wild. And I said, where I'm working at, a lot of people hate me because of the position I hold, because I have to tell them no a lot of times. And it's nothing personal. We can hang out online.
I learned a lesson back in the mid 90s, going back home to Cleveland and meeting up with people that I went to school with, my high school best friend even, who was like my brother. His little brother was like my little brother. I learned a lesson. Don't hang out with people you are distanced from.
Yeah.
Don't do it, because you'll find out what they really thought about you the whole time. They're very petty. They do not let it go. All right, let's move on to this next story here. This comes from the Tennessean. And I know those of you should be familiar with this, which I'm not even fazed by. But neo-Nazis and their hateful rhetoric must be strongly condemned. Wow, where's my story? Where's my story? Did I lose my story? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Nope, I guess I need to click it. Neo-Nazis feel they can march with no shame. We must condemn and counter their rhetoric. So over the weekend, a gang of right-wing neo-Nazis known as the Patriot Front publicly identified themselves as white nationalists marched through Nashville. It's Nashville. As a community and an organization which has been targeted and threatened by similar white supremacist groups, we stand united against this hatred. We collectively refuse to allow these acts to be normalized. These actors of ancestral amnesia are seeking attention while hiding behind the mask of oppression and shame. We fought to eradicate Nazis. A rise in fascism has brought them back. We will not accept people shamelessly identifying themselves as Nazis or attempting to align themselves with this hateful ideology in Nashville. Regardless of no physical harm taking place from their marching, the disturbing imagery was not taken lightly. Well, clearly it was. The disgusting rhetoric and hateful actions of these white supremacists represent the worst of us, but we will rise above their ignorance, recklessness, and wickedness. As we advance, we look forward to strategizing with community partners on new methods to proactively counter the terroristic activity of such groups and prevent it in the future. In solidarity, Jonathan Williamson, president of NAACP Nashville branch. But the thing about it is that the crime in Tennessee is particularly Memphis, where you have a black woman with a raggedy weave, I hate to say that, who sat up there and said, because she's in office, said that sometimes she feels like a slave the way that they talk to her. And what is the biggest story that has come out of Nashville the past year?
Besides violence?
Yeah, actually, just violence, period. The biggest story.
Yeah, Memphis is like the Chicago of the South.
Tyree Nichols, the brother that was killed by the 5 white cops.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, the 5 black cops. Excuse me.
that was beaten.
Right, beaten to death. And this black woman who said that she feels like a slave is trying to pass a bill through their House of Representatives to make traffic stops illegal. Nashville is it's a crap hole. I'm trying to watch my mouth. It's a crap hole. I mean, you think California is bad? You think Chicago is bad? You think Philadelphia is bad? You think New York is bad? Memphis is worse. It's worse. When the transgender shot up the Christian school, killing what, 3 children?
Yeah.
And then you had some transgender on TikTok talking about, yes, kill them all, and all of this stuff, saying all this, violent rhetoric. I was very, very, very surprised that Bubba and Leroy didn't come down from the hills and handle business. But now it looks like they're making their presence known, because they're getting tired of it. The crime is allowed to exist. You've got the migrant situation. Yeah, they're done. They're done. And this, I guarantee you, this right here was a signal to other groups, those who are in hiding right now, who don't say anything. They operate under the cover of darkness.
Now's the time to rise up.
Right. They have their little group meetings on these Russian message boards on the dark web. So their actions can't be traced. Their conversations can't be traced. You wonder how these little mass shooters, these little racially charged mass shootings by these young males between the ages of 14 and 26, how they get pulled off and they say that they're lone wolves. They're not lone wolves. It's just that you don't know where they were radicalized from, because you can't really get to them on the dark web. That's where they hide. So trust me, these guys are coming back. They're coming back. Male sense. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they're coming back. They're not playing. They're done sitting in the background. Are you good, Jibba Jabba? I know what you meant. So when I sit here and tell you guys, be careful, keep your, as Professor Black Truth would say, power tools. Keep your power tools with you. A CCW license is very cheap. Very cheap. I see people here in Atlanta, they walk around in Kroger, in Walmart with the piece on their hip. Nobody says a thing. All right, the days of a black man with a gun on his hip walking through a store, or a toy gun or whatnot, and you call the police and they show up and immediately shoot you, those days are pretty much kind of done, thanks to the Biden administration. If you watch these body cam videos, which have become very prevalent now, you say it's $20 in Pennsylvania for CCW. Like, oh my God! I mean, speaking of which, speaking of which, Jibba Jabba, in Pennsylvania, do the cops still don't show up between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m.? You gotta wait till the morning and hope that your call is somewhere in the top of the queue. It's crazy. But this is all the results of the George Floyd act. This Black Lives Matter. Getting arrested is seen as racist. I broke the law, but you arresting me for breaking the law is racist. I hear that so much, it's ridiculous. You say yes from what the local news reports. Yeah, they don't have any police officers from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. in freaking Pittsburgh. Which leads us to this next article, and probably our last article of the night. Survey finds rising evictions in HUD assisted housing. So, a survey released today of legal aid attorneys. Let's make sure we got the date. This is July of 22. A survey released today of legal aid attorneys around the country finds that despite $46.5 billion in federal emergency rental assistance and a federal law protecting tenants from hasty evictions, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, continues to allow public housing authorities and voucher landlords to evict tenants from their homes at high rates, even for not paying rent due to pandemic-related hardship. And I want y'all to understand, here in Atlanta, last year, you had whole apartment complexes, not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. Some were canceling Section 8 vouchers in November, and some were saying January 1st. You need to be gone. We want you gone. And a lot of those people that they were evicting, of course, were old Black women. I'll talk about that in a second. In spring of 22, and this was after spring of 22, this was after the rent moratorium was lifted. The National Housing Law Project surveyed 148 legal aid and civil rights attorneys in 39 states, DC, and Puerto Rico to assess how tenants are faring in HUD-assisted housing, specifically HUD's public housing and housing choice vouchers, Section 8 programs, at this point in the pandemic. HUD evictions are returning to pre-pandemic levels or higher. 83% of attorneys reported rising eviction cases across HUD-assisted housing to be the same or higher compared to pre-pandemic levels. An increase in HUD evictions for non-payment of rent means that families with the lowest incomes, primarily seniors, people with disabilities, and Black and Latino families, are the most at risk of losing affordable housing in the midst of a market with skyrocketing rents. Many public housing authorities ignored strategies for reducing rent that would have helped families. During the pandemic, HUD tenants, like many Americans, saw their incomes fluctuate greatly. HUD provided PHAs with tools to adjust rents quickly, but many failed to make use of these tools, and HUD never mandated them. Now, tenants are facing evictions for non-payment of rent that PHAs never should have charged. Tenants with housing vouchers fared worse than tenants in public housing. 92% of attorneys surveyed reported voucher tenants' evictions had either increased or returned to pre-pandemic levels. Like public housing tenants, voucher families explicitly qualified for rental assistance, but suffered from some of the same landlord tactics as private tenants, and generally had fewer HUD protections. Many HUD-assisted tenants did not benefit from emergency rental assistance. Landlords, including PHAs, were able to apply for emergency rental assistance to recover lost rental income. HUD recommended, but never required, PHAs to apply. HUD required even less of voucher landlords. Public housing authorities and voucher landlords continue to violate the CARES Act 30-day notice requirement, and courts aren't enforcing it. 88% of attorneys reported inconsistent or no court enforcement of the requirement. For many HUD-assisted tenants, a 30-day notice is critical to avoid homelessness by allowing them time to find another place to live with a limited income and preventing the landlord from filing an eviction in court. No one should be evicted from HUD-assisted housing for not being able to pay rent, said Marie-Claire Tran-Lueng, NHLP's Evictions Initiative Project Director. Eviction should be the last resort, especially at a time when skyrocketing rents and inflation have dramatically reduced the overall ability of affordable housing. To help HUD tenants, HUD and its housing providers must step up, but they didn't. The survey offers recommendations for HUD, PHAs, and voucher landlords to improve their practices and keep families in their homes, including requiring PHAs to apply for rental assistance and retroactively adjust rent to appropriate income levels, and requiring landlords to work with tenants where rental assistance is still available. And the thing about this is that there were people that were doing this, but because they were so backed up, I mean, there really wasn't any money in the pot. So people had to wait until there was money in the pot to help them out. But they only got you caught up. And then after that, you were back on your own. And it's kind of pathetic that you can't afford $12 a month in rent because of Section 8 or a HUD house. My sister, way back in the 90s, she was paying $1 a month and didn't even give them $12 for the year. Like, here's $12. No, she was literally paying them. She was telling me she was scraping up quarters and nickels and dimes to pay her rent. Because I mean, you got 2 kids, you're on Section 8, you get food stamps, you got a boyfriend who wound up becoming her husband. Well, yeah, he was her husband then, now that I think about it. Who's a career student, working 2 jobs, and you mean to tell me you're scraping to come up with $1? I don't want to get into that, but let's just say it was one of those green card situations. Anyway, we urge HUD to collect its own data on what is happening in HUD assisted housing across the country, said Deborah Thorpe, Deputy Director of the National Housing Law Project. HUD has the authority to require more of its landlords to improve tenants' lives and prevent needless evictions. But if you don't pay the rent, they're not going to let you stay. As the pandemic has progressed, NHLP has released 2 additional surveys on the state of evictions nationwide in 2020 and 21. Today's survey is available here. Is it? What year is this? Oh, spring of 22. Oh, well. But from what I see, it is, as I said, here in Atlanta. Matter of fact, here, I'll show you. And this is actually nationwide. All right. You can see this was like a year ago. South Fulton Section 8 tenants receive eviction notices. You know, new landlord evicts all Section 8 tenants due to bureaucracy. Facing eviction, full documentary frontline. Landlord declines Section 8 program. Tenant faces eviction. These are all different places. Look, this isn't Atlanta. Event canceled after hundreds line up for Section 8 housing applications. Housing assistance has dried up in Atlanta. It could soon leave a Fulton mom and her kids on the street. Look, with her daughter battling kidney failure, Metro Atlanta mother of 8 evicted from her home. This is all good in the past year. Look at it. Cleveland woman gets eviction notice, loses Section 8 after complaints about unsafe conditions. This was 8 months ago, 10 months ago, 9 months ago. Thousands of Atlanta face eviction as city lists moratorium. You know, residents upset after most tenants issued eviction notices at one Tyler apartment complex. This is not Atlanta. Woman struggles to find housing with Section 8 voucher because they don't take. This is Phoenix, Arizona. They don't take it. They stopped taking it. Section 8 home invaded by bats. Resident told she has to live with it. Oh yeah, because you ain't really paying no rent. I don't get enough. Look, have to bust out the hazmat suits for this Section 8 eviction. A lot of these evictions are just horrible. Yeah, this is why. This is why they stopped taking these Section 8 evictions. I mean, Section 8 properties. Here, I'll show you. This is Agworth. You see this stuff. Look at this. Look at the inside of this house. I mean, I hate to get all D&P politics, but When these women talk about cooking and cleaning, yeah. When they say they don't want to cook and clean, believe them. Believe them. This is why you should believe them. Their places look like this. More than likely. But here, I'll play the story. I'll play the story.
Mailboxes. A notice unexpected in mailboxes. Eviction notices sent out to some families in South Fulton who rely on Section 8 housing vouchers to keep a roof over their heads.
Yeah, they're being told that their apartment complex will no longer accept those federal housing vouchers. This is happening at the Beacon Ridge Apartments, Old National Highway, College Park.
Atlanta News First reporter Adam Murphy live outside that complex tonight. Adam, what are these families going to do?
Well, first off, good evening, guys. I can tell you I spoke with several of the tenants out here, and they told me they believe as many as 60 Section 8 residents received eviction notices, and they were told they had to move out of this property by the 1st of next year. I read some of those eviction notices, and nowhere in those letters does management explain why they made this decision.
Keep in mind, this was of 23. So January 1st of this year, they had to be out.
It's not right. They don't care about us.
For more than a decade, most of the...
You see this? What is this? What are we looking at here? Who are facing eviction with nowhere to go. All right. I mean, let's talk about the social situation here. All right. These women probably have children who more than likely want absolutely nothing to do with them, or are not in a position to house them. Okay. There's no man in sight. Children nowhere to be found or unable to help. And this was going on across all of Atlanta, where they were doing mass evictions and no longer taking Section 8 tenants. I mean, it's so bad that they're trying to sue homeowners and whatnot to take these Section 8 vouchers. But they're like, no. The rent moratorium, it exposed a lot. And a lot of people who own property, they were fed up. They were done. So where do these women go? Not just these 4, but we'll use these 4 as the catalyst. Where do they go? Let's hear their story.
These ladies made Beacon Ridge Apartments their home.
Yeah, I ain't got nowhere to go. But they just don't care.
But now these Section 8 residents are being forced to find another place to live and have not been told why.
How they just gonna put us out like that? They ain't said why we got to move. I ain't did nothing. I ain't did a thing.
Several residents received notices on Monday telling them that regardless of when their lease is up, they are required to surrender the premises to management on or before January 31st of next year. And the failure to do so will result in legal action.
So I'm just really concerned about that. And so they hadn't gave us but 60 days to move. How you gonna find a place to move and they getting your best date in January?
So Atlanta News First went to the leasing office to find out why they're evicting Section 8 residents. But they locked the door and never called us to explain.
There's a lot of us out here that ain't got nowhere to go. And then it's hard to find Section 8.
And the mayor of South Fulton just arrived out here at the complex. He is meeting with some of these Section 8 residents tonight and told me he intends to actually try to talk to management here at the property to better understand why this decision was made. He also told me he plans to pursue legislative options to further protect Section 8 residents in the future from this ever happening again. And I should point out the city of Atlanta just passed a resolution within the last few days, which urges property owners receiving financial incentives to accept tenants who pay rent using federal housing vouchers. So it will be interesting to see if the city of South Fulton does the same. We're live tonight in South Fulton.
They did not. They gave no cares. And here in Atlanta, for those of you who are familiar with Atlanta or live here, You know, the cross section of freeway between 20 and 75-85, under that bridgeway is the homeless encampment. A lot of homeless people are there. I spoke about this earlier this year and last year, where you had I saw a lot of women in those encampments. I saw women like 40 plus. You come off the highway, and not over in that area, just around Atlanta in general, in specific areas or random areas. You pull up off the highway, the exit, you're at the light, and there's a woman still dressed nicely, but if you look off in the grass, she has a tent and one of those little lawn chairs or whatnot, them foldable lawn chairs. You see the little kerosene lamp or whatnot, and she's out there in her culottes and her little blouse with her hair done, with a mask on because she don't want nobody to see her face because she's ashamed, but she's holding up a sign begging. There's a whole trend now, women who are now sleeping in their cars. They're sleeping in their cars. You have some men doing that too. They have to sleep in their cars because if you're forced to move out of a Section 8 apartment, where are you going to go? If they don't take the voucher, and if you don't have at least $6,000 a month, all right, and income, gross income, you're not getting an apartment. The average rent being between $1,600 to $2,000. The average income of a black female is $30,000. The average income of a black male is maybe about $46,000 to $50,000. You put that together, that's $70,000. But you don't want to do 50-50 or anything. I mean, there are points where you had women on TikTok who were saying, "Hey, look, I need a roommate. I don't care if it's a guy," because actually they wanted a guy because they didn't want to deal with women because they hate each other. But she was like, "Yo, if you want to, I don't care if we sleep together. I need help with these bills." Why do you think you have these women on these social media sites sitting up here crying and complaining about men not talking to them, men not dating them, especially if you are a single mother? Welfare and food stamps only go so far. And they've lessened the food stamps. They've lessened the food stamps. I have an associate, he got evicted. But I mean, that was of his own volition. I mean, why are you giving money to scammers? But at any rate, this is real out here. These people are not playing with you. This isn't a joke. This isn't goofy fun time. Poor people, or people who are living check to check, who wind up losing their job or whatnot, they're out on the streets. Girls are hustling that monkey. You understand? It's getting real bad out here. And now you're looking at a potential war. This is not playtime. I've told y'all on my other channel, stock your food, stock your water, stock your toilet tissue. I'm not going to tell you to do something that I'm not doing myself. Lewis, you seen the photos? You're on mute, sir.
We've been talking about this for how long?
A year now. On the Embrace Villainy channel. You've seen the photos. You should see the stuff now. I had to clear out. I had to start putting stuff in the second bedroom. I had ran out of room in the basement.
I got to buy me some new containers, as a matter of fact.
In fact, I saw there's a generator. It was a site. They now have generators for less than $500. Them electrical ones, those little electrical boxes,
You mean from the website that I played when I played True News? Or
No,
was it,
this was from somewhere else. I was looking at. I'm sorry, I don't mean
NY Prepper.
No, it wasn't him. Hold on. Because I was looking at getting like those. I was looking at blueprints for houses. Because when I moved, I was thinking about maybe I should go ahead and do the vacation resort. Because like I said, I was watching these expat videos last night, and I like what I saw. I was like, wow, like this stuff is beautiful. So let me see. Hold on. So I'm thinking maybe I should go that route, but let me find. Oh, come on. Okay. Family house plans. Let's see. Architectural design. Hold on. You got to see this stuff. It was. Let's see. Because what it was, I wound up like Boxable. I don't know if you're familiar about Boxable, but they are those little tiny houses that you can just. It takes you about an hour to put them together.
Is this what Amazon sells?
They do sell those houses, but what I was looking at came from your boy Elon.
Okay.
It came from Elon Musk. Hold on, let me see. Oh my God. Please pop up. Let's see here. Is this it? Let me see. Hold on. Oh, y'all, bear with me. But I saw this. I said, wow. I was like this. And they're going for less than $20,000. And they're not very spacious, but they're spacious enough for you. Let's see here. No, I can't go to the Boxable site because here we go. All right, here we go. I think this is it. Oh, okay. No, these are the houses. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, you see this?
529.
Yeah, 530. Look, here's one for 353, but you don't want this one. This was the gas powered. Yeah, here's one 263. All right, 283, 448. These are the generators that you really want. You want the ones that are super quiet. Okay, this is gas powered. You don't want the gas power. You want the electric powered. So you can plug it in, and normally they'll hold like 2 days worth of charge. Here's some more. Here you go. Here, I'll put this link in the description box. Well, in the chat. Oh wow. That may not have went the way I thought it would go. Did it? Can you click on that?
No.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry.
Just share the site.
All right, is Ally, if you see up top.
No, can you share the link to the site in the chat?
Yeah, okay, I got you. All right. You're right. Hold on. I'm sorry. There we go. All right, let me remove this stuff. All right, delete that comment. And there we go. Delete that.
And you need to give me a wrench.
Delete that. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, because you are like I would have thought you'd be using your ownership power since we split this, but all right, hold on. Let me drop this off. But there's the link to the site. Shoot, where are you? Okay. Yeah, I said I was looking at the tiny houses and I saw this and I was like, wow. Like, look at these. All right. Let's see. Matter of fact, here, let's see. All right, I need you to post something.
I did.
So I can. All right. There we go. All right. All right. Give Jibba Jabba one. Damn it. I gotta close this stuff out. All these little heart things. Stupid heart thing. Type some again. You know how in the live in the chat room they got these little stupid little emoji things.
Yeah.
It's blocking my ability. There we go. All right. No, you are the super mod. There we go. There we go. All right. Am I missing anybody else that's normally with us?
Jibba Jabba?
Yeah, I took care of him. Matter of fact, here, let me get Char Willie a wrench. And I'll give one to Simeon. I mean, I don't have problems in my chat room, but you never know. All right. There y'all go. All right. But yeah, I want to get one of these generators. I want to get one of these generators and sell the one that I have, because it's too, it looks like this, it's too bulky. And plus it's a gas generator. And
you can't have that inside because of the carbon monoxide.
Exactly. And I don't want, if the crap hits the fan, I don't want my neighbors knowing I have a generator, because that's going to cause issues with them that I don't want. Oh, anytime. But yeah, this is what we're looking at here. And let's see. Let's go to the tiny homes. Let's see here, history. Because with housing prices the way that they are, and not looking to go down anytime soon, your best bet might be getting you a little cheap house, quote unquote. Let me see here. Let's see. Here we go. Right, these are like the home constructions. I know I could have stayed there, right? But let's see, products. Let's go capsule house. Okay, there we go. Ooh. But this is like, you see the Tesla home. You see the prices on these homes. The Tesla one is $14,000. But really, it's not really a Tesla house. It's just that Tesla powers it. All right. They've got the shelves in it. It comes with panels. The Tesla house comes with panels on the roof. Let's see if they show that.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
Shut up. No, okay, they're not showing it on here. Sorry. You know what? I have to go to YouTube. I'm sorry, people. Give me a second here. I'm sorry. All right. All right, we'll go with the Tesla house review. Okay. Let's see. That's 2 years ago. Let's see. All right, so here's a guy. He did 11 months ago. Let's see what he's talking about. Fair use, my brother.
And I have not paid for electricity in a year. I have a bunch of electrical appliances, computers, game console, TVs, air conditioning, and I drive an electric car to and from work every single day and charge at home. $0 bill. So I know I had a lot of questions about how this stuff worked, how much it cost, how much it generated, a whole bunch of that stuff before I got started. And now I finally have all the answers. Let's get into it. So I have had solar panels on my roof at home for the past 12 months now, and I waited this long specifically because now I've seen all 4 seasons and I've observed a wide variety of performance, and I've run all the numbers and I have a lot of thoughts about them. So I want to share them. So first of all, for those familiar, there are a lot of options for solar systems at home. I like that they're called solar systems too. But there are a lot of different companies who make solar systems to power all the electrical needs of a home, including an electric car. So I know I wanted to do this for a while, since the whole point for me was to be able to drive electric for the foreseeable future and actually be able to know that the energy is coming from a sustainable source, the sun. But first, it's actually important to understand that a big part of this solar system is batteries as well. So a normal house is connected to the electrical grid, and whenever something in the house, whether it's a light bulb or a computer or an appliance, calls for electricity, it pulls from the grid and spins up a meter on the side of the house that tallies how much you've pulled. Then at the end of the month, you get billed for how much electricity you've used. Great. Now, if you just add solar panels to this house, when the sun shines during the day on those tiles, it can use that electricity to directly power things in the house. Now, of course, if it's cloudy or if you have a bunch of stuff on all at once and the demand is more than the power from the sun is providing, then it'll pull the rest of what it needs from the grid and spin the meter as well. But most importantly, as soon as the sun goes down, the electricity generated goes to zero. And it just so happens that most people come home from work as the sun is going down, and that's when they turn on all the lights and do the laundry and charge the car, etc. So you're still going to be pulling from the grid for most stuff. Now, that's actually fine for most people, because if the goal, which a lot of people's goal is to have a $0 electricity bill, then this can actually be accomplished, because the power company will hopefully, depending on where you live, but ideally be running something called net metering. So what this means is when the sun shines on the roof and excess electricity is being generated because nobody's home, the house actually spins the electrical meter backwards as it sends extra electricity back to the grid. Then when the sun goes down and you get home and use a bunch of electricity from the grid, the meter spins back forwards. And so ideally the total usage is zero, net zero. That's how you end up with the $0 electricity bill, which is super cool. But what if you want to sort of graduate to the next made the most sense? Forward. So then once I decided to go with Tesla, then the other choice you might have heard about is either solar panels bolted to the roof or these actual solar tiles, which are new roof tiles that are actually hundreds of tiny solar panels themselves, all interconnected to make a normal looking roof that's actually a giant solar panel. And that,
yeah, this is sweet. Well, I was watching, well, not his channel, but when I was watching about the tiny house, when they were talking about the new form of solar panels that Tesla's come out with, I was like, wow, like that's. Anyway, I'll let him explain. I'm sorry.
That is the one that I went for. And this is why I say this was a crazy option, because I did not actually need a new roof. Most people who go with the solar tiles option would either have an old roof that needs replacing soon, or they're like about to build a new house and this will be the new roof that they put on it. I wasn't in either of those situations, but also this was the way to get by far the largest total array with the most coverage, with as many pitches as my roof has. And also aesthetically, it looks really good too, I gotta say. There's curb appeal. Either way, I make my decision. I'm going with the solar roof. I'm going Tesla's full integrated setup. From there, I'm not gonna lie, it is quite a process. There is a lot of paperwork and hoops to jump through. Also with Teslas, they've been kind of in and out of reliability. Like over the years, they've been on and off with actually making this product. They've paused installations for a while. It was briefly canceled and then it came back and there were supply chain issues. I remember reading about all this and I was kind of worried. But for whatever reason, when I ordered, which was in 2021, basically everything went perfectly smooth, as well as it could have gone. You get assigned a Tesla advisor just like for your project, for your solar project. They walk you through the whole process from the paperwork with the town from beginning to end. So there was an ordering process, inspection, a measuring process, quotes, filling out paperwork with the town. You actually, when you're first trying to get an estimate, you actually submit your address and they go look on Google Images and look at your roof with satellite imagery and give you an initial quote. Then once you're locked in and you decide you want to go through with it, they'll actually come to your home with professionals and actually measure it and then give you a precise real quote and then start to order all the materials. You eventually get to the point where you get an install date. You start scheduling things out, and then they come through with all the boxes of solar panels, and they took up my whole driveway for a couple of days. There are people who have actually walked through this entire process in great detail. I'll try to link a good one below on YouTube. But at the end of the day, for me, the process I started when I signed the purchase agreement, which was in November 2021, and finished with the activation of the system in July 2022. So 8 months. But now that it's done, we get to nerd out about the numbers. Sorry in advance to anyone who doesn't like numbers. I feel like that's really the only way to explain how good it is and what's happening with them. So there's about to be a lot of them. Let's get into it. So first of all, the specs, right? So this is a 29.313 kilowatt solar array size. Your boy's got a big roof. And then there are 3 Powerwall 3s, which...
All right, so here you go. This is what the solar panels, this is where your batteries. All right, so
totals 40.5 kilowatt hours. And then this is the Tesla app where all of the learnings and all of the numbers happen. When the system first got activated, I just remember like seeing it light up in the app for the first time, the numbers jump up, and just kind of, I could stare at the app for a while. Like I could really get lost in the numbers. Maybe it's just because I'm a numbers person, but there's a lot going on, and it was exciting to see it all in real time and learn a lot of stuff. So I think the app is really well done, and it lets you visualize how much energy the solar array is currently capturing, how much energy the home is using, and the state of charge and power output or input of the Powerwall batteries. And then of course, anything happening with the electrical grid. So you can see at this exact moment in time on a sunny morning in July, the panels are bringing in 7 kilowatts of power, 5 of which are powering the house, the last 2 of which are going into the Powerwalls, which are 38% full, and it's not touching the grid at all. There's already a lot of terms being thrown around here. Here's a good way of thinking about it. Kilowatts is a measure of power. So 1 kilowatt is 1,000 watts. A kilowatt hour, though, is a unit of energy collected. So a Tesla model.
Wait. Tell me that you didn't think of Back to the Future. 6 billion kilowatts.
LS battery, for example, is roughly 100 kilowatt hours. And so if that battery were to output 100 kilowatts for an hour, then it would be at 0. So for my setup, the Powerwall 3, each one is about 13.5 kilowatt hours each. So that totals 40.5 kilowatt hours since I have 3. And they support a maximum power output in or out of 15.5 kilowatts. And then the solar system being 29.3 kilowatts means that basically, it seems like the theoretical maximum of the electricity that can be collected at any one time is 29.3 kilowatts. But as you're about to see a little bit later, that number may or may not be accurate. Either way, just hanging out in the Tesla app for a while, which you do a lot for the first few weeks, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about what takes a lot of energy, what takes a little bit of energy. Some of it, which did surprise me. I also learned that sort of the basic like existence level for this house is like 400 watts of power, just because things are plugged in. Even if every light is off, it just sort of sits around 400 watts. So, charging a phone or turning on a light or something like that basically doesn't make a dent at all. It doesn't show.
Yeah, I can go through this. Let's go to the winter, because like summer, you're going to have blazing sun in the summer and in the fall, but winter, skip ahead to the winter. Excuse me, but from the video I saw last night, they give you a 30-year warranty on your shingles. All right. So if they need to be replaced or whatnot, they'll come out and take care of it.
And then there's winter. And it turns out winter can be, in the Northeast here, is especially brutal on these setups for a couple of reasons. Like, first of all,
well, okay, you saying it was State Farm covered? I have no idea. I heard nothing about that, but yeah, he is smart, young smart guy. These are, this is a kid that clearly grew up with a smartphone. He was working a smartphone at 2 years old, manipulating tablets and everything. He's of the internet generation.
as far as solar, these are the days when the days are the shortest. Like the sun sets at like 4 p.m., which is insane, but that's real. But it also turns out that most of the days are cloudy. I didn't really realize this like truly until I started looking through all of the graphs, but it's like 1 out of every 10 days is actually sunny. And I know it's cold and everything, but I didn't realize how many days in the winter are just cloud cover all day. So then also my home's, I'm pointing like you can see it, my home's air conditioning is electric, but my heating is natural gas. So my natural gas bill is just going up and there's nothing my solar can do about it. But on top of all of that, you got to think about the car. And electric cars are far less efficient in the winter when it's cold than any other time of the year. Batteries have a certain temperature they like to be at. They like to operate at that temperature. So they spend more extra energy getting up to and staying at that temperature. So a normal drive for me might take, say, 15% of the battery on a commute during the summer. That same drive during the winter will take 20, 25, 30% of the battery driving the exact same way just because it's so cold. So that is a lot more electrical energy. So here's what some typical days in the winter would look like. Literally only generating 20 to 70 kilowatt hours of electricity in a whole day. Like cloudy days would literally only be a handful. And then for home use, so I actually went through this phase of like, maybe I should charge my car less often to be off the grid more. I was kind of playing around with that. So I would charge like every 2 to 3 days, but it honestly doesn't really matter. You can sort of see which days I actually plug the car in. And to be fair, the Powerwall handled it, but it did empty it out. So the next day I'm pulling from the grid until the sun comes up. So it was basically like a lot of days around zero. And then every time I had to plug in the car to fill back up, there would be a huge dent, just a huge positive net use day on the calendar. So I actually had positive net grid usage months for all of November, December, and January. So I was pulling from the grid more than I produced solar all of those months. But then sure enough, when we get to spring, things flip super fast. It turns out, if you were to guess which month I would generate the most solar or the most excess solar, what would you think? You'd probably guess like sometime in the peak of the summer with the longest day, June, July. For me, it was May. In May, I used 6,500 kilowatt hours of electricity, but I generated nearly 8,500 kilowatt hours of electricity. And I didn't even realize, this is another thing you don't really know for real until you look at the data. And I'm looking at the graphs, and May had basically every single day sunny.
All right, let's get to the money. It's time for. All right, let's get to the money question. I mean, he did the 8 sleep, but let's get to the money question because that was really important.
The big summary. I've had this solar setup for a full year now, all 4 seasons. It's time to run the numbers, see if it was really worth it, and see if it's actually good. So let's start with the money question here. This, like I said, was nowhere near the cheapest possible option. Of course, going with solar panels and batteries, a lot of different possible setups. So my setup with the solar tiles, all of the materials, all of the labor, installation, everything, and the 3 batteries, everything together was $120,948.04. But also, as you can see, there's a federal tax credit down here of nearly $30,000, bringing the total cost to me down to right around $93,000. So the tax credit does fluctuate quite a bit. It's actually gone up like a lot since I ordered like a year and a half ago, whatever it was. It's up to 30% now in New Jersey. So it's called the New Jersey Solar Investment Tax Credit. If I ordered today, it would have been $8,000 more off. But, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not mad. It's fine. But the main question you typically see with an investment like this is, what is the payoff period? How long?
All right. So with this guy, if you notice, he has a big house. All right. He has a big house. You say you was going to say 70K. Well, like I said, he's got a big house. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see how much it would be with a tiny house. All right, let's see here. Let's see, Tesla house review. Okay, so he just did the solar paneling. All right, Tesla tiny house. All right, let's see here. Oh, that's Elon Musk fan zone. That was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Let's see if we can find something more current. Let's see. Okay, recently uploaded. Let's see what we can get here. At home, prices are starting to plummet. Who is he kidding? Let's see here. Jesus, Christopher. Where's the house stuff? Breaking my balls here, Ned. You're breaking my balls. Oh, wait. That's how 10,000. When did this come to again? All right. Okay, here's one. All right. So all right. So here's one that came out 5 months ago. Oh, here's one that came out 3 weeks ago. All right. Let's go by this. Let's see.
In a world continually captivated by the audacious vision of Elon Musk, the announcement of a new, affordable Tesla house at a price point of $15,000 has once again set the tech and housing markets abuzz. This revolutionary initiative aims to disrupt not just the automotive industry, where Tesla has already made significant strides, but also the real estate market. The Tesla house promises to redefine sustainable living through a blend of cutting-edge technology, environmental consciousness, and affordability, presenting an intriguing new frontier for both the company and potential homeowners. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. The concept of a Tesla house is not entirely surprising given Musk's track record of pushing the boundaries of what's possible. From launching electric cars and sending rockets to space, to pioneering in solar energy and exploring high-speed transportation systems, Musk's ventures always seem to intersect at the crossroads of innovation and sustainability. The $15,000 Tesla house is a natural extension of this vision, integrating advanced technologies with sustainable living solutions to offer a unique product that aligns with the company's broader mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. At the heart of the Tesla house lies a commitment to environmental sustainability. This is evident in every aspect of its design and functionality. The house is equipped with solar panels that are seamlessly integrated into the roof, ensuring that it can generate its own power. These panels are connected to a Tesla Powerwall, a home battery system that stores energy for use during the night or during power outages. This setup not only reduces reliance on the grid, but also provides homeowners with a reliable source of energy, cutting down utility bills significantly. Furthermore, the Tesla house incorporates energy-efficient appliances and smart home technology, which allow homeowners to monitor and control their energy consumption with precision. The integration of smart thermostats, lighting systems, and appliances ensures that energy usage is optimized, contributing to both environmental sustainability and cost savings. The house's insulation and building materials are also chosen with sustainability in mind, ensuring minimal heat loss during winter and maintaining a cool interior during summer, thereby reducing the need for heating and cooling. Elon Musk's vision for the Tesla house extends beyond individual homes to the concept of smart, sustainable communities. He envisions neighborhoods where Tesla houses are interconnected through a shared energy grid, powered by solar energy and supported by Tesla's advanced battery storage systems. These communities would not only be self-sufficient in terms of energy, but also serve as a model for sustainable living, reducing carbon footprints on a larger scale. By promoting the development of such communities, Musk aims to create a ripple effect that could potentially transform urban planning and development. In terms of design, the Tesla house is a marvel of modern architecture. Despite its affordability, no corners have been cut in ensuring that the house is both aesthetically pleasing and functionally superior. The exterior features a sleek, minimalist design that is both modern and timeless, with clean lines and a futuristic appeal. Inside, the house is designed to maximize space and functionality, with an open floor plan that enhances the sense of spaciousness. Large windows ensure ample natural light, reducing the need for artificial lighting during the day. And
all right, so I was waiting on this. So from what I saw in a previous video last night, this is, of course, as you can see, this is the 2-story model. All right. So this is your living room, of course, your kitchen over here. And then, of course, over here is like your dining room area. And it has a staircase that leads upstairs. Like this is your bedroom, also where your washer and dryer would sit, although it's pretty small. Let me see if I can find a video that shows it. All right.
Furthermore, the Tesla house could play a crucial role in addressing housing shortages in various parts of the world. It's
all right. Okay. Yes. So this would be how your upstairs would look. All right. You got your washer, then your bedroom and everything.
Its affordability and ease of construction make it an ideal.
This is a single unit. Of course, you know, your kitchen is right there. I could not. This would be like living in a hotel room.
Solution for rapidly growing urban areas and regions affected by natural disasters. The ability to quickly assemble and deploy these houses means that they can provide immediate relief in times of crisis, offering a safe, sustainable, and affordable housing solution to those in need. Elon Musk's foray into the housing market with the Tesla house, or in practice.
Yep, he backed that up.
In remote or off-grid locations where tradition.
All right, so this would be your. I'm sorry. You will live in a box and be happy. 3D printed houses are interesting, and just for the record, these things will run you anywhere. Like after completely doing your setup, it can run you anywhere between $30,000 to $60,000. Like this is Rocket Mortgage, $30,000 to $60,000. Although they say it can cost as little as $8,000 or up to $150K, depending on, you know, how your house is designed. But this is pretty much how it looks in the 3D model. Like this would be your front door, your little living room, your kitchen, your bathroom, and then your bedroom. It's pretty much like living in a hotel. But let's see here. I'm trying to find one where they show you the upstairs. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I don't think they have it. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Tesla tiny house blueprint. You still there, Lewis?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right.
Me having my camera on takes a lot of my bandwidth.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just making sure you was still with us. All right, let's see here. Let's share this. Come on. It looks like I found some blueprints here. Actually, there's a couple of them. Let's see here. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. Ooh. This is how, I wound up getting caught up in this site. All right, here we go. See, these are like tiny house blueprints. So let me make sure here. And you see, you got your, like for a house like this, although I couldn't live in something like that. Too many windows, but you know, your double garage, you go up the stairs, you know, you got your living room, your kitchen, then your bedroom and your bathroom. It's just too, it looks too small for me. There's another one, the modern tiny cabin. Because come in, let me full screen that. Yeah, they are interesting. Let's see. You come in, see you got your bathroom, your master bedroom, of course, utility, your kitchen, living room, your study, which would probably serve as like a second bedroom, you know, your porch, your deck.
How much are those?
These are, let's see if they have the prices here. Well, okay, these are the ones you see the prices, $950, $1,200 or $12,000. 870. You know what these prices are? Blueprints. Those are just for the blueprints. You can have your tiny house built.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you can have them built based on, however you want them. And they're not bad. Like this is your back area. Sorry if I'm going too fast. But this is how it would look. You got your little fireplace. It's not bad. Not bad. You live in them,
And honestly, for a senior, elderly, or elderly person, that's perfect.
Exactly. Instead of living in an RV, you paying pretty much the same price for a little house. You come in, your living room, kitchen. You saw how it looked. You got your master bedroom, your guest bedroom. You got your French doors where you can come and go. Your bathroom. It's not bad at all. Little porch. All right, so this is the Tesla modern 4-bedroom open concept. All right, you got your garage, your front door. You come in here, your living room, your dining room, your kitchen, patio. Let's see. Like this is how the house looks from the outside. And then on your second floor, you got 1-bedroom, master bedroom with its own bathroom, walk-in bathroom.
How big is the closet though?
Bed 3, bed 4. Let's see. They actually tell you, this is square footage of 1791. Let's see here. They normally have it listed. I don't see it, but as you can see to the right, you can customize how big you want it. You see this? With all these zeros and whatnot, you can customize it any way you want it. It's just going to cost you more as far as just for the blueprints. But this is a 4-bedroomer. Walk-in closet. You got all that space. This is probably like, this will probably service what? Your laundry room? Let's see what the first floor. Would that be on the first floor? Yeah, it'd be on your second floor. Because that's a half bath right here. Or you probably put it in the garage. And more than likely, I'll put the washer dryer in the garage. Yeah. New home plans. Here we go. I know it's like when you're like in your 20s, you think nothing like this. But now that you're an adult, especially when you get over the age of 40, you start seeing these things and be like, wow, like this looks good. How much? You say, check out Aircrete Hairy Dome houses on YouTube. Okay. All right, so here we go. That looks more like a church. Let's see. That's a 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom. Like I look at this stuff like the 5 bedrooms. Like if I was to, let's see here. Search. Let's go search. Let's see here. Okay, minimum bedrooms. Okay, let's go at minimum. What do you think? 2 or 3?
2.
All right, let's go 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be sharing. Let's see. We can go. Yeah, okay. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Architect style. Casita. All right, let's go casita because that's what Tesla is really pushing. They're pushing the casitas. And as you can see, like you asked about storage, you got detached accessory building, you got the garage, you got the granny flat, in case you wind up moving in one of your relatives or whatnot, home office. But let's see here. And these are some nice houses. Let's go. Either we can take a look at this. Want to take a look at this one?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. Square foot is 2,300, almost 2,400 feet. The hell? Oh. Okay, I'll say, where's the pictures? All right, let's see what we got here. Oops.
So many fucking windows, though.
Damn it. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. So let's see here. Come in here, covered porch, little half bath right here. Of course, this is your casita. We chill out. I like this. You got your kitchen, great room, dining room. All right. Your laundry room, your master bedroom right here with its own, walk-in bathroom, walk-in closet. All right. 68 feet by 9. Okay. 51 feet across. I like that. 13 by 6 by 18, 10-foot high ceiling. That's not bad. And this is, I swear to God, I like this right here. You got to walk all the way across to get to the other two bedrooms. So let's say like you got kids. Stay y'all asses over there. Stay over there. They got a shared bathroom, as you can see there, with their own little closets. Tub, shower, sink. That works. Yeah, I like the kitchen that has an island. I always like island kitchens, Yeah, that's it. Normally they show pictures of how it would look on the inside, but I guess not here. Let's see here. Let's go back. I know we're done with the news part of the show. We're just taking a look at stuff. I want to take a look at this one. This home ranch design. Although I always felt you need to go upstairs to go to bed. Please. You get tired of steps. Here we go. Oh, you can get in any color. That's nice. All right. See how big this is. No, it's pretty much like, the same thing. All right. Never mind. You guys lied to me. I want my money back. Damn, the cookies on this thing is ridiculous. Let's go. There we go. All right. This looks appealing. Let's take a look. Hold on. Oh, no. No. This right here, I can't do that. The tower, I can't do that. That's 3 bedrooms. This one's 5. Huh? You saying something?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Let's see. I'm waiting on this other one to pop up that I opened up. Here we go. All right. Let's see. See the ridiculousness of this. That looks good, though. All right, let's see here. Oh, we got the up. Okay. Yeah, 2 stories. All right. So you walk in your living room, porch, living room, dining room, got the kitchen I like, primary bedroom. Oh, look how big this bathroom is. 12 by 14. That's a huge bathroom. With a 6 by 14 walk-in closet. That's a big ass shower. This is a shower. You see how big that shower is? Ooh, all right. So upstairs, You go upstairs. All right. So you got your loft, got your guest bedroom. They have their own personal private bathroom, and then that's just open space. Let's see here. Yeah. Of course, your garages. I get the feeling I'm missing something. What else you got? Wait, hold on. So this is what part is this? All right, so this is your main floor. All right, so this is your main floor. All right, because the kitchen. This is open to below. All right, so this is upstairs. Well, then, the hell is this? Oh, okay, it's just another design. All right. Unless this is your. Yeah, okay. All right, just another design for the upstairs. All right. Well, for the no, yeah, for the first floor, because those staircases going down. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for that. All right. Say too many windows. Yeah. All right, let's see here. All right, let's really look at a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Let's look at the Adele house. Yeah, it's a 1-story. Square footage, 854 feet. Yeah, this is definitely for some tiny house living for real. You walk into your living room, your tiny little kitchen. Well, your master bedroom is pretty big, 12 by 13. And your second bedroom is not bad. It looks like, in all honesty, you both really would have your own private bathrooms because here's yours. I doubt very highly you'll be using this one. Yeah, this is really tiny. I couldn't do it. Let's see. You say hairy dome houses? Let's see. All right, let's check out the hairy dome houses. Okay. Oops. Here we go. Oh, good Lord. These things right here? All right, let's take a look at this. I think I've heard of these. I think they were the ones I saw. They were former bunkers. So it wasn't these, but they were former bunkers. I remember those.
What's up, everybody? This is Aircrete Harry, and today I'm here to show you this beautiful dome out here in Colorado. So I came out here to see this beautiful dome and get some inspiration on dome building, how I could build, how I can lay it out. And this dome here is absolutely beautiful. We're in Colorado. It's beautiful rolling hills out here. So the dome is made up of multiple domes. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 domes, plus another garage on the side here.
I had to be honest. I would have to
take
fight
you around
somebody
the
if I had
front
to live in this.
of the dome.
Let's take a look at the inside.
Here we have the garages. Right, these are for the garages here, these domes. These two are garage. Here is a dome workshop, which is the same idea I have to do a dome workshop. Here we have a beautiful area to hang out, barbecue and things. So we're gonna walk in. Beautiful swing here. This is a favorite of mine. It's the fireplace. It's a floating fireplace that's just hanging. What a great idea. And that's the floating fireplace. This is the back of the dome. And the domes are very deceiving.
Get to the
You
inside.
feel like it's small, but I'm going to take you inside.
Thank you.
And we'll change that thought. So here's the entrance into the dome. And this first dome here has the kitchen. So this is the kitchen area that's in its own separate dome. And you can see there's a beautiful skylight, that vents, fan. And it's extremely spacious. You can really do a lot. So here's a bathroom.
It's a
Here's
half
me.
bath. Hello, Dork.
Then
It's a half bath. Come on, let's take a tour.
walk past this big, beautiful kitchen. And then towards the back here is where we have our water heater and tank and all this extra storage space.
Okay. Take me to the bedrooms. Let's
So
take
this
a
is
look.
the kitchen.
Okay, wait.
Then we're gonna
All right, I'll see what he did. All right, do you catch it now? Do you see what they did? They built them all together in order to make them spacious. And from what I'm seeing, this looks like commune living.
gonna walk into the living room. Look at this. Look how spacious this is. This is a 40-foot diameter dome
Y'all couldn't
right
clean
here. And you're not even getting all of your space because this wall, this straight wall was put here. So you can see the way the dome curves there, and this flat wall was put here. So
Where's the bedroom?
So this is
to the back.
How spacious it is. The ceilings are like 18 feet tall. They're 18-foot tall ceilings. Beautiful home. So as we walk through, our bathroom has pocket doors. My favorite.
Small bathroom.
Beautiful pocket doors that open up. And then we have our bathroom. We have these skylights here, so you never have a dark area in the house during the day. Then on this side is another. This is all part of the same dome that makes up this bathroom here and this room here. Very spacious. Then we have the hall. We'll go down and we look here. We have another skylight in the hallway. Again, during the daytime, you will have no dark spaces in the house. So we turn. This is a bedroom.
That's pretty small.
Our dome walls here, they come down. If you look, I'm standing next to this wall and my head touches the wall here. And so the space that I have, you're about this far from the wall standing here. So this is the dome in the bedroom. Then we'll walk into the master bedroom here.
That's better.
And we see this beautiful size room here. The storage space up top. You have a huge closet on the side.
Nice.
Window, plenty of light. Come out.
Got some
with
old
this
school
beautiful
dressers.
view.
I can't lie, I got old school dressers.
The bathroom here is, again, it has the pocket doors, my favorite, and it's a huge bathroom. Big, beautiful bathroom. Anyway, I just wanted to share this beautiful dome with everyone. I wanted to show you how massive the spaces can be inside the dome and how beautiful you can make a dome look. So if you live in a square house, consider a dome because it's a faster construction to build a dome. It's a stronger building. This building is concrete. It's fireproof. It's hurricane and tornado proof. It's termite proof. It's a lot of proof, a lot of resistance. It's all resistant to all of that. These walls, cement. solid. Anyway, that's it for now. This is Air Creed Harry.
Actually, you know what? Now that you hear about the benefits of it, it's not bad. Yeah, you're right. It is something different. Using air form. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I actually, yeah. This is the site that I was looking at before I came on with these little home builds. I mean, they're not necessarily tiny builds, but you know, like this one here is 1,200 feet. And actually get a better plan detail. Let's make that big. Right, you come in here, country kitchen, living room, whatever, fireplace, your master bedroom, master bath. You get a tub and a shower, dual sink, big walk-in closet. And you get another bathroom over here, but this is 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Your 2-bedroom, 2-bath. This one a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Let's see here. What we got here? Pretty much the same. Yeah, pretty much the same design. Hold on. Let's see here. All right, let's take a look at this one. Unless you see something you like.
I like the 68633 VR, the third one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one I want to take a look at. Let's see here. See, they got the pictures here. So I guess that's your garage. What I like is they also give you an inside look at it. I guess this is your front of your house or your back? Looks like the front. All right, side. Yeah, that was the front. Okay. Side. Full size bed. It looks like a full. Is that a full or a queen?
Queen.
Yeah. Bathroom looks spacious enough.
Wow.
I know.
it looked like a lounge. No,
yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like a lounge, like when you're chilling out at, like a bar. Got your little bar there.
Yeah, this kitchen is what got me. Yeah, that is nice. Let's see. Okay. All right. It's spacious. Now, what would this be for? I guess climbing up to another bedroom?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the bed. Okay. Here's the ladder part over here. So it's another bedroom. Imagine climbing a ladder to go to bed at 62 years old. I guess this is the view. Plenty of windows if you know. Please tell me this is not the upstairs. Doesn't necessarily look like it. This looks like a bathroom over here. Let's find out. Okay. Laundry room. Guess this is off the living room. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let me see some blueprints. Hallway. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. So come in, first floor. All right, so there's a bedroom on the first floor. Pretty much gives you your own bathroom. All right. Let's see. So you get to the second floor. All right. So yeah. All right. So you got to climb up here to this bedroom. I guess this is the first bedroom, which is weird. It's got double closets. But down the hall here, you got what they labeled bedroom 2. There's no bathroom with this one though. You got to actually climb down the freaking ladder to go to the bathroom. But coming up, all right, so you walk into the kitchen. I see it. All right. Yeah, that's what they call the art loft. That's, you know what? That's exactly what it would be. Instead of a third bedroom, it would be an art loft. Storage, really. Kill the music. I don't want to get copyright struck. Yeah, it'd definitely be for storage. Looking at the story you just sent me. Say Japan and the Philippines signed a reciprocal access agreement defense pact in the face of shared alarm over China, which would explain why China has a nuclear sub off the coast of the Philippines. I didn't touch on that because I never studied the significance of it. But now it makes sense, seeing how Japan is, the American ally. This one right here, I don't know. Would you do this?
I would. That home, yeah.
It's pretty much the same designs. Let's see here. This, all right, you see, I got these saved, right? You see the hearts. I haven't looked at this, but this is me just playing with my imagination. Like if I was to do an Airbnb overseas, how would I want it to be? I'm like, okay, I need all of these bedrooms. So, of course, your garage, you come in, front porch, come in. So you got the master suite, master bedroom, closet. You definitely need for every last one of these rooms to have, if you were to do an Airbnb, they would need their own bathroom. So yeah, this has its own bath. Probably charge maybe about $50 more for this. People need more space. So yeah, this one's got its own bedroom, bathroom. Let's see here. Bedroom, bathroom. Yep. Bedroom, bathroom. Bedroom, bath. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works. That's exactly what I would need. Well, how I would do it. I mean, I'm just throwing crap out here, but like if I was to do it from this type of setting, you would have to do a little tiny house in the back for your workers. All right. For your workers, because I'm thinking that you would have to hire at least 2 Filipino women. Well, 2 women, rather, 2 of older women to do the cooking and the cleaning, because these bedroom doors would have like coded locks or key card locks, however you want to do it. Maybe an app on your phone to open the door, but the ladies would have access to your rooms. Like they come in, make your bed up, give you fresh towels, vacuum your floor in the morning. You'll have breakfast. They'll have breakfast ready. You see, they got the little kitchen here in the dining room with let me see if I bring that up there. All right, is that better? Like they would cook, of course, in the kitchen. You could choose to sit here, or you can sit here if you're all like in a group setting. Of course, you got your living room, your bar, which would be open after 4 o'clock. You get your drinks. They would do breakfast, lunch, like a sack lunch, and then a hot breakfast, sack lunch, and then a hot dinner. All right, dinner would be served after 7 o'clock, maybe 6. I mean, because normally guys who are coming overseas, if they were to Airbnb a place like this, they probably want to eat after 6. All right, so come over here, have a drink. This flex space, it looked like it could possibly be like a little bedroom, but more than likely it would be more so like a little TV room or whatnot, something where people could relax. I mean, I'm just spitballing here. Of course, you got your covered deck. It seems like they make these places exactly for that. Like that's exactly what these blueprints are for. Of course, this would be your downstairs area, and as you can see, that you have a bedroom down here. So you're looking at a 5-bedroom spot. All right. This is a bar area. This is my first time seeing this. You got a bar area down here. Of course, they put a pool table right there. Maybe turn this into like an entertainment area. You got your wine cellar. I mean, you can do so much. And it's not bad. Your garages, of course, will be where you would keep.
That's a beautiful design right there.
Yeah, I like this. Like your garage, you would keep like the airport shuttle. All right. You get your airport shuttle, and your motorbikes.
Hey, Bay.
Hmm?
Keep talking. I'm putting the mic on mute because I'm getting my laundry ready.
No, go ahead. You're fine. You put your motorcycles in here because, like, my whole plan, of course, would be to have guides. You can pick a male or female guide. You guys can run around on the scooters, or you all can hop in the shuttle. It'll drop you off somewhere. Shuttle pick you up, like, hey, at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, the shuttle will be here. But if you're with a guide, then that's fine. But you will be air tagged. Have to air tag the motorcycles and you, or air tag you, so that way, is something happens to you, you get lost, we can find you. The last thing we need is for you to get lost as a tourist. Let's see here. Save some more of these. Let's see. What was the other one? Haven't seen this one either. 5-bedroom, 5-bath. Let's see what this would look like on. It's not bad. It's 2-story. That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. All right, let's go inside. Yep, nice little kitchen. An island. That's how it would look without the island. Okay. Nice living room. Let's see what the bedrooms would look like. Okay, here we go. All right. All right. So you come in here for your barn door to get into the study. That's fine. This would probably be like where your luggage would store your luggage here or whatnot. Or whatever. Let's see here. The master suite. That's a big bathroom. You see that? Look at this bathroom. Got the shower with the seat in it. Freestanding tub. Let's see, 2 sinks, dual sinks. I guess if you're traveling with a chick or something, or however you swing, there you go. Y'all got your own room. Let's see. Here's another guest room. These are big rooms. It's a 12 by 14 room. Jesus. Got your own bathroom, walk-in closet. There's the laundry room. All right, not bad. It's not bad. So there's 2 bedrooms right off rip. right downstairs. See what's upstairs. Okay. Oh no, this is the downstairs. Okay. The downstairs area. All right. So this is a big bedroom, 11 by 13. You got your own bath. Another bedroom, got your own bath. Yeah, this is perfect. Bedroom 5, you got your own bath. Then you got your game room, and then your home theater. I like this. I like this design. You say from politics to architectural design, we are men of the world. Let's see. You say Boda service. Yeah. Some tourists are air tagging their weaves after the incidents in Ghana and the Dominican Republic. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I know we just talking, but yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. You downstairs. But the thing about it is like in the Philippines, because of sometimes you get those tropical storms, you would have to like dig a trench around your house. You would have to dig a trench around the house and then kind of like lightweight wall it off in order to keep the house from being flooded out. But I have to say I like that design. Let me see. Like here are some other ones that I liked. Let's see here. Like here's one. Where'd it go? Oh, okay. So here I'm gonna open these in separate windows. Save or see. I think we no, we didn't see that. We saw these. Oh, we saw what did we see? We didn't see this one. Let's see here. All right. Now this one was cool. I like the length of it. But as you can see here, you can see the whole thing, of course. Uh, you come in through the front door. You already got your living room, your dining room, your kitchen. Like I said, same type of setup or breakfast, lunch, dinner. Let's see, you got your master bedroom over here with your walk-in closet, bathroom. Not bad. And your bedroom over here, pretty much the same setup. You got your own private bathroom. This is what's this walk-in closet right here, which is on the other side. It's you can go it from either side. Then you got your bathroom, and then your master bedroom over here, same setup, walk-in closet, bathroom. Because look, understand that if you're and the reason why I like these designs, because if you're going overseas, like the Philippines, you come to the Philippines, you're not staying for a weekend, you staying for like a couple weeks. My trip is I'm looking at like 3 weeks. So most travelers would probably do at minimum 2 weeks. Normally they say go for a month. But I got responsibilities here. I can't just bounce like that shit. I'm stretching it at 3. But you see bedroom 2, same setup, own personal bathroom, walk-in closet, same thing with 3. Excuse me. Same setup, your own bathroom, whatnot. You can put your clothes away, whatnot. And like I said, the women, they'll come in, they'll clean up, they'll clean the bathroom, fold your clothes up or whatever, keep everything together. You see, this is like the office. Yeah, these would be like computer terminals. And then you got your laundry room. If you want them to do your laundry, you just have the laundry bags. And when you come back, your stuff will be ready to go. It'll be clean. Basic little house with a fabulous inside. Let's see here. Let's go to the other one. Now, this one is pretty. You got your secure gate. That's what I like right here. You got your secure gate. Somebody's just like not wandering onto the property. Got your garages there. You can put your bikes there. That beautiful interior. You walk right in. That's nice. Yeah, your living room. I mean, your furniture is really stuff you have to buy for yourself, but it's just like the layout. Kitchen is nice. Of course, you got that long. This is a long island. See that? Like you got your little mud sink, your stove. It wraps all the way around. That's not bad. Dishwasher, stuff you got to pay for yourself, but I like the island. And then you can put the table over here to the left. It's almost like an open floor plan. See, it's big enough to put a table in there with 4, maybe 6. Study, bedroom, little fireplace. Won't be needing that. That's totally decoration. Probably take that out. Look at this. You can walk-in tub. Yeah, that's a walk-in tub. That is nice. The best part about something like this, you would put in like the jacuzzi tub. You would definitely put in a jacuzzi tub and something like this, because the fellas are gonna be bringing chicks back to the house, trying to be all impressive and everything. I like that staircase spiraling. It's a lot of pics. Wait, what is? You got another kitchen? That's another kitchen. That's a secondary kitchen. This looks like the downstairs area because you see the stairs leading upstairs right here. This is a downstairs area. Okay. Oh, I got to see the blueprints on this. Damn, look how spacious that is. It's like a little villa. Yeah. Look at that. Look like your own private balconies. Morning, Bob. Morning, Chet. What's up, Jamal? You got the option to put a pool in there. That's not bad. Little pool house, little bar. That's a bar. I wonder how much this would cost overseas to build. Oh, look at that waterfall. That's nice. Okay, it comes over on that edge. All right. Looks like the water recycles itself. Okay. Yeah, that is nice. That is a villa. Let's take a look at the blueprints. Come on, give it to me. All right. So, first floor. First floor. Okay, 3-car garage, 2-car garage. Like I said, van and motorcycles. All right. So here's your entranceway. You got your den, your dining room. These are open floor plans. Your great room, living room, kitchen, breakfast nook. What the fuck is that? Hearth room. Okay, I'll leave it alone. All right. So your second bedroom has its own private bathroom. Perfect. Walk-in closet. Perfect. Let's go over here. What the hell is this? I guess okay. All right. So this could be another bedroom. It's got its own private bathroom. Big ass. Yeah, that's a bedroom. Huge fucking walk-in closet. I like that. I'm sending a curse. I'm sorry. I mean a curse. All right. Not bad. So you got 2 bedrooms on the first floor. All right, you got 2 bedrooms on the first floor here and there. That is a big bedroom, 15 by 17. And this is an 18 by 11. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so here's the bottom area. So yeah, okay, so the bottom area really is like a whole another kitchen area. All right, so here is, I guess this is bedroom. I'll get 3, 4, 5. Wait, where's 1 and 2? Well, no, yeah, 1 and 2. Okay, yeah, you're right. What am I talking about? All right, so bedroom 3. You got looks like with bedroom 3, you would have to share the bathroom with who's ever in bedroom 4. All right. So more than likely, let's say you and your homeboy on the trip, y'all would just have to share a bathroom. Excuse me, I said bedroom. Share a bathroom. Bedroom 5 has its own bathroom. Let's see here. Dual entrance. You got a wet bar, family room, entertainment room. Eh, eh. I like the design, but I don't like the shared bathroom. The last thing you would want to be as a guest is to share a bathroom with somebody. So, we'll pass on that. All right, let's take a look at this one here. This is the 5-bedroom ranch house. Of course, here's your garage. Let's see here. All right, so bathroom, bedroom 4, you should have your own bathroom. See, master bedroom. Of course, you got your own bathroom. Family room, kitchen. Damn. Yeah, this master bedroom, 16 by 18. That huge ass fucking bathroom, walk-in closet. See, bedroom 2. Looks like, yeah, you got your own bathroom. Bedroom 2, you got your own bathroom. Wait, let me see. See, built on stilts. Comes off like that. Let's see, like Louisiana or Florida. Yeah. All right, bathroom 2. All right. Bedroom has its own bathroom. Let's see. Bedroom 3 has its own bathroom. And of course, what they call the in-law suite has its own bathroom. Right. So if anything, this would be a good one. Because you got your game room. All right, got your game room. You got your study over here. Your study, more than likely, of course, would be your computer room. You got your breakfast, your kitchen. I like all that. Let's see. Oh, they just give you basic design. Okay. And let's see here. Let's go with this one now. I think this was something that I was looking at as like, excuse me, like if I was to get a house, I would get this because I like the interior. I love the kitchen. 3 things will get me to love a house is the kitchen, the bedroom, and the bathrooms. Of course, this has an outdoor patio. Sorry if I'm going too fast, but you can see here's your garage. Come out to the garage. You can have this is an open area. Your front door, I believe, is right here, if I'm not mistaken. But like your living room, your entranceway, I think there's a doorway right here. So, nice size kitchen, living room, outdoor patio, another living room, and then you go upstairs. Let's see here. Yeah. Of course, let's see here. I think with this one, you're sharing a bathroom. Of course, your upstairs living room area, if you want to call it that, 2, 3 bed. Like this is a 3-bedroom house. So this wouldn't be more so for like an Airbnb thing, but it would be more so like, hey, I live here. Yeah, see, there you go. You can see right here, like the second living room, bedroom 3, bedroom 2, you share a bathroom. That would suck. Of course, your main bedroom, you get your own personal bathroom. But that would suck as an Airbnb property. Of course, this is your downstairs area, like the basement. Your media room, bedroom. You have to share that bathroom, a bar. Yeah, it wouldn't work. It would not work. we see this? Let me see. Hold on. Oh yeah, we saw this. Okay, we saw that one, and let's see here. See, oh yeah, we saw this one. I think. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we saw this one too. All right. So, all right, y'all. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Say this is a good conversation. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, Evie and Lewis. Yeah. All right, my brother. Let's end this vid. It went longer than expected because we chilling. Lewis, I'll catch you later, my brother. I'll probably edit this, take this stuff out. But at any rate, all right. I will catch y'all later. Peace.